Hello, how's everyone doing today? Happy Sunday, y'all. Gonna be talking and playing Yu-Gi-Oh! But first, before I do get into that, I do want to go and actually, should I talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now, or should I play for a while? Since the beginning of, since we're just starting off here, I'll go play a game here, then I'll go into some talking points here, because there are a lot of things I do want to discuss as it relates to the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! In the sense of like, people are finally being aware that Snake Eyes sucks. They're finally being aware that it's just a deck that's really jank and not enjoyable for everyone. I would say that Snake Eyes is probably the best, most unlikable deck in Yu-Gi-Oh's history. Like, it has to be, right? Alright, I'm gonna go pull up here some. So there's a video that I do want to catch up on, and if you guys recommend a video, I'll be totally down for that. But I'll pull up match duels here on the side, and then let me get match duels here. No, there it is. All right. Oi oi oi. Heyo, heyo, word up, dude. I see you. What's up? How's your day been so far, y'all? I'm out here right now. I'll be playing some Master Duels, and after Master Duels, gonna go into some talking points, because right now the YCS is happening in Indianapolis, and people are like very split in terms of how to perceive the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Today. And I do want to do a discussion point on that, and I want to hear what other people's opinions are on the current state of the game. Because the current state of the game is in a very unique place right now, where nobody wants to like double down on any takes. It's so weird. It's like we'd rather talk about anything else other than the current format. I think one of the reasons why one of my last videos did well is because nobody wants to talk about the current format. And the current format is so strange. Oh, thank you, by the way. Oh, which one did you watch? Out of curiosity. Because I have like a bunch of content based around like new players. Yeah. Alright then, what deck can I go through today? I want to play a very chill day here. So I'm just going to go for, what deck here that can kind of turn off my brain on? I want to turn off my brain on Rank 8 Turbo. Yeah, I'll go with this in. It's either my opponent has the outs or they don't have the outs. That's how it boils down to. Why Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not fun for new players. Oh yeah, so like, I do have to respect Raron on that, really. Raron, till this day, is still playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Which is really gosh darn sick. Despite like everything going against him, in the sense of like being overwhelmed with a lot of information and dealing with, like, let's be honest here, a lot of toxic people in the community, he's still persevering and pushing through, which to me is like really gosh darn sick. Yes, there is a lack of support for older formats. Like, one of my personal dream goals from Konami is that they create entire tournaments based around fan favorite formats. So GOAT formats, Edison formats, personally me, Tengu Plant formats, and then toss Eternal format. If they can do that consistently throughout over the course of an entire year, I really do believe that Konami would be in a much more better place, and people would play a lot more. Yeah, it's GOAT, Edison, Modern. No, I say GOAT, Edison, personally Tengu. There is a fan base out there for hat formats, and then other than hat formats, I would say toss, which is ironic because people do not like toss at the time when toss was happening. Yeah, I can say a natural progression mechanics would be definitely nice here. And look, there's a lot of people playing Yu-Gi-Oh! There's a lot of people playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Now more than ever, and a lot of new eyes being introduced to Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duels has to be one of the best things to have ever happened in the game, arguably the best thing to ever happen in the game, in terms of getting like that new reach for the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Now the issue though is that this game has a tough ceiling. It has a very tough skill ceiling and like floor. And I think a lot of players nowadays, especially the more experienced players, they're kind of getting it like very recently in the past like year, but they're kind of getting it though that like people within the youth community have to play a role in terms of keeping players within the game. I think Konami, they have the role of having players join the game, but then people in the community, they're responsible for maintaining those new players. That's something that I personally believe. Yeah, Rush, honestly dude, Hey there, Starlight. You've been with me for a long time, gosh darn it. Hello. Now we're talking about like how can Konami support older formats? And me and one of the commentators like are talking about like it would be good if there was more support or there's more tournament like events happening based around Goats, Edison, Me, Tengu Plants, Hat format, then Toss formats. Now an issue though for that is that I am not sure if there, I can't tell if there's like actual numbers who are willing to travel for that. Like if let's say right now there is an event happening in like YCS Boston, whatever, or YCS like Massachusetts, how many people would show up to a Goats tournament? Like your honest take here, like over or under 100. If there was a Goats only Yu-Gi-Oh tournament that happened in Boston that is equivalent to that of a YCS in terms of funding and supports, would there be 100 players over or under who would join that tournament? That's something that I'm very curious about, because that's the big thing as to why Konami wouldn't do that. They're doing Time Wizard events, but they're side events, and side events are just what they're like. They're just in the side, like they're a gimmicky thing. You treat it like a gimmick, so no one takes it seriously. Yeah, it really is. It's one of those things where like Konami has to fail multiple times. It's like the regular game. You have to fail multiple times over for you to actually enjoy the game. Oh wow, you popped off and my opponent had Maxi. That's actually hilarious. But in your opinion, over or under, would there be over 100 players if there was a GOAT format only tournament that happened in Boston? Over or under? Because that's the big reason as to why I think Konami wouldn't attempt to do that. I think the community would need to support the events Konami would. Yeah, so, okay, so here's the ironic part though. I don't get it, what's up with this, but like a lot of fighting game communities, especially Tekken and Street Fighter, and Smash Bros is a big deal about this, where people like run events, but they're very, very reliant though on like Konami to do everything else. I'm not really sure why that is. Look at like Smash Bros events, they exist because of the community. Am I losing something here? Can this guy not be destroyed by card effects? Can I destroy card effects? Oh, I am a dummy. Oops. Let me try something here. Okay, I feel stupid for doing that, but okay. I beat him here if the luck is on my side here. It's completely based on RNG of whether or not I win this story now. All right, I'm gonna win this game through RNG. Oh, that's just unlucky. Okay. Maybe I should have saved up for the next turn. But that's just a lot to do. I just wanted to alter formats in Master Duel. Would help people learn. Yeah! That would be great. That'd be totally sick. There should be more events. I'm gonna pull, like, when I lose this game here, I'm gonna pull up the events tab. But, like, on the right side of that tab, there shouldn't be, like, such a complete lack of events. Or there shouldn't be events happening every 2 years. I don't understand that. Okay, here's my strategy. Okay, I'm gonna he's gonna attack this. He's gonna attack this, and then afterwards, I'm gonna summon Grand Magi at the top. We all talk about the alternate rank ladders would be awesome, depending on the format. I think that would be a lot more convenient and be a lot more accessible for the player base here. And also, one thing that the community needs to also understand and recognize is that what we consider like very basic information is complicated advanced information for everyone else who's outside our bubble. What I mean by that, look, is if you watch Farfa's like recent video where he's talking about what defines a modern like Yu-Gi-Oh deck or what defines a modern Yu-Gi-Oh card, and nobody can make up their mind on what that means. Like, if you talk to, like, I know people in my personal real life who identify anything synchro related as modern Yu-Gi-Oh, and let's admit, there's multiple people out there who believe in that, right? There's multiple people who believe that synchro era is the beginning of modern format. Some people say it's Dragon Rulers. Some people say it's 2017 with Master Rule 4. And I'm not sure, according to you guys, where do you think modern Yu-Gi-Oh starts? In terms of like the term modern Yu-Gi-Oh, where do you say it starts? I understand every format is different and that every summoning mechanic creates a new era, but where do you define modern Yu-Gi-Oh? Yeah, I think MR4 pendulums. Oh, do you think Master Duel 4 or just pendulums at the beginning of it? My opponent is popping off on me. It's crazy here. This 5Ds era was balanced, still my favorite. Yeah, I think MR4. Okay, Starlight here. Give me an idea here. Pens in general. So about 2013 then. 2011, 2013. No, yeah, it's 2013, right? Yeah, I think that's so. Pens in general. Okay, why is that? I have a question. Like, how do you discern why pendulums is a modern? Is what defines modern Yu-Gi-Oh? I got my own definition on it, and everybody has one. But I want to know what your take on this is. How do you define modern Yu-Gi-Oh? At what point? Is it based around like overall power scale levels? Is that how it is? Is it based on like, what is it based on? Because the card was so different. Alright. Yeah, you're right there. Pendulum cards are the most uniquely different set of cards out there compared to everything else. Main deck monsters in the extra. Lynx was the true modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Huh. The scales. Yeah. I guess like it uniquely, like, okay, so have any of you guys ever played DDDs out of curiosity? Have any of you guys ever played DDDs? I kinda wanna know this. Because like DDDs to many is like what people think of when they see modern Yu-Gi-Oh! In terms of the modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Playstyle. And then the first like precursor step would then be Dragon Rulers. Which is like before. Nah, I ain't reading all that. Okay, so Pendulum is really easy once you like accept the fact that it's confusing as heck. I've encountered Duel players in rank. I've encountered DD players in rank. A DD deck is a book. So Mighty Master of Endymion, then I'm guessing you're not a fan of, right? Here's the thing with DDDs. About 3/4 of the text does not matter with DDDs, which is hilarious. Like, I play DDDs, and I can tell you right now, like, 3/4 of the information you see does not matter in DDDs. I tolerate pen players. Okay, I play pendulums. What the heck? It's not that bad. Okay, I play pendulums. My friends hate it when I play pendulums, which is hilarious to me. Oh, I can go here. Okay, I can just go. I can go Lancelot right here, and then I can gonna power through here. Oh, Rainbow Magician. Rainbow Magician is so unnecessary, dude. Rainbow Magician has no business for existing. Let me just go Harpies here, might as well. Oh, snap! I don't know how to read it! No! I don't know how to read Yu-Gi-Oh! Ah! Oops. My fault there. For some reason, I always keep thinking Lancelot is like a trigger, where you trigger it. No. And then he vanished. But I think I can still negate. Oh, no, I can't because I used that. Oops. My fault there, actually. My bad. Alright. No, but Pendulums is a super fun deck if you haven't done so. Like, I say, like, the trip videos for as hyperbolic and insane they are, dude. Endymion is incredibly fun. Pen Magicians are incredibly fun. Draco Slayers is super fun. Performant Pals overall are just fun. Oh, snap, I lose via deck out here. Alright, whatever. But no, you should definitely try Pendulums. I think it's a unique that, like, once you play Pendulums, you cannot play regular decks like you regularly do. I do think playing Pendulums does make you a better duelist in terms of understanding and reading the board, though. It requires a whole lot of patience, and I'm not shocked and surprised why a lot of players just skip Pendulums. Because even they're even top pro players who don't know what most of the Pendulum cards do. But yet they're perfectly fine. Like, Pendulums is such an unnecessary archetype now to get to know and understand. You can play this game and you don't have to learn any pendulum card at all. But if you do happen to learn pendulums, dude, it's just a fun side quest. That's how I see pendulums. It's a fun, dumb, stupid side quest that you can do, that you can just play and mess around with, dude, and it's incredibly over the top and goofy. I have never played a more over the top goofy deck than a 60 card Pen Magician Endymion deck with Electromite. It is the most insane thing ever to go play. And then it sucks also. There'll be more Pendulum players once the Supreme King's Arc support for Major of Lore come to Master. Oh, so yeah, okay, so here's the issue though. So one issue that that Master Duels has is the fact that so many good Pendulum cards happen to be URs. Because Pendulums bleeds into like generic power cards in the extra deck. And because of that, it leads to like Pendulums being almost not accessible as a true competitive deck. Also, here's another thing. So an issue why Pendulums just do not do well in Master Duels in a general sense is because when you play like these games or online card simulator games, and also this is a phone game also, this is a pick up and play thing. You want to go, you want to, you know, start the application, you want to play a quick short game, do your like challenges, your dailies, and then log off and then like dip out. Like most people play like maybe 5 games of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duels, maybe, and then they just dip out immediately. Like, and that's the issue with like Pendulums. It's a big time commitment thing. It's like how Sky Strikers in Master Duels is a big time commitment thing also. That's why like I am shocked. How did this guy not like OTK'd me? It's crazy. But that's why there's some people who play like Numerons, for example, or they play Time Lords, or they play Mekonko on Master Duels. It's not because you're like good. It's because like if you have like 30 minutes of playtime available for you in whatever life is going, whatever's happening in your personal life, you want to knock out 30 minutes of playtime and then move on, grab your dailies, sure. And that's why people don't want to play Pendulums. Even with the new Pendulum support cards, you need to invest a whole lot of URs and SRs into them, and then after doing so, you gotta learn them, and then after you go learn them, you will then play these long duels where your turns take forever. Especially if it's like a very good competitive game where it's back and forth. One game could last like 45 minutes. And most people just don't want to deal with that. What, no Centurions? I don't know. I am waiting. Like I am saving my gems because of Centurions. Like I have like 5,000 gems available, and I'm just saving them for Centurions. Nothing else. And for reasons I don't like. What's coming on the next pack? Because that's the only like relevant like IRL deck to not appear in regular Yu-Gi-Oh. The deck also has been nerfed. It's more viable to just link spam. Yeah. Wait, are you talking about Sky Strikers? That's not, my issue with Sky Strikers right now is just not only like in IRL real life. People just don't want to play Sky Strikers nowadays because it's kind of an old deck at this point. And B, when it comes to Master Duels, it's a very grindy deck that involves the player being rewarded based on their matchup knowledge. And you don't want to put that much effort in a game that you just plan to play for like 30 minutes. Now, there's people like me who is going to play like over an hour's worth of this game, but I'm part of the minority here. Yeah, let's read it. Pendulum is played just so you can spam at monsters. That's the truth be told, right? Like you play a Pendulum deck so you can throw out. It's honestly, Pendulums is no different from Dark Worlds if you think about it. No different in the sense that like whatever you're doing, your end board is not correlated to your actual deck. It's not. It's not. You're just using Pendulums like Dark World as a way to get out as much monsters as you can. It's also like rank 4 turbo decks if you ever played those, where it's like they can summon like 5 or 6 like level 4 monsters and then constantly spam out like rank 4s and rank 8s. DK is leaking some today. Yeah, but that's the same as with any mechanic though. True, it's the same with mechanic. Yeah, you're right though. However though, with Pendulums for Dark World, you're just doing the same thing as every other deck, except with so many extra steps. Alright? Like to blurt out a lot of monsters in your like onto your main field with Pendulums requires a whole lot of work and a whole lot of extra steps that people just don't want to do. Now it's incredibly fun to do so in a real life setting. It's very fun. but it ain't fun in a setting like this where you're only playing for a couple minutes. But here's what I'm talking about here. So for event duels, this shouldn't be empty. It shouldn't be. Why is it there's only like an event or two coming up like once a month? To me is absolutely crazy here. Dark World is solitary in disguise. Yeah, it is. But also when it comes to like event duels, it's like there's no reason why this is always empty. There should be always something constantly happening online. You should have always constant events. Like even Duel Links has this, where like there's always constant events happening in Duel Links. There should be a gold format over here. There should be Edison, Tengu Plant, Hat, Toss format, Modern format, and there should be its own rank system in those own spots. Yeah, it's extra work mostly. Monsters need to summon to the extra monster zone. Yeah, that's why you want to play pendulums. You're doing a lot of extra steps for something that other decks can do. It's fun, no doubt about that. But like, why would you want to do extra steps if you can do those steps like normally, like with other decks? That's the really issue here. But no, for Yu-Gi Master Duels, in order for this game to really like be constantly engaging, there should be no reason why there shouldn't be like Goat format, Edison, Tengu Plant, Hat, Modern, like 2018 format, 19 format. There should be always events happening here. And an issue right now with the current Yu-Gi-Oh! IRL and Master Duels is that it feels very bland. It's weird because we have more players now than ever. There are more people trying out Yu-Gi-Oh! More than it's ever been. There's been more events happening, more people appearing to those events, more people watching Yu-Gi-Oh! As a result of like big time streamers streaming the game. But yet, like at the same time though, the game is in a place where it's really bland and boring. There's a lot you can learn. Like here's the thing. Every Yu-Gi-Oh! Player in the world does not know every single deck. That's a fact, right? There's always something to learn about this game. You could play this game for like 20 years and you will never know all the ins and outs of this game here, right? You'll not know all the rulings, you'll not know all the monsters. There's always something to learn about this game, yet it feels bland. And the reason why it feels bland, because there's nothing motivating or pushing a person to go really want to learn. And I think one way to really do that would have to be having more events in this spot here. It shouldn't be one event or two events per month. It should be a constant rotation of events happening. If they have a timer here where it's like every 5 days, the event changes, like that would be really sick, actually, in my opinion here. Like you could, like it'd be good. Or you could have anime themed decks where you can pick Kaiba, you can pick Ben, Kate, or Yugi, and you can play that. And there's nothing wrong doing that, right? There's nothing wrong appealing to that audience out there of jaded people who just want to like play the game and play the cards that they want to know, right? Okay, so like look over here. Okay, if you bring somebody, let's say right now, let's say there's somebody from like 2010, because 2010 is Edison format, and that really is where synchros really popped off, and that's where like people just stopped caring about Yu-Gi-Oh! And like in the main zeitgeist, alright then? So here's the thing, if you brought somebody from 2010 to like, and you're telling them to learn how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! They would not know any of this stuff here, man. Maybe volcanics, but if I told them, hey, no, maybe assault mode, maybe, but they wouldn't know what Trickstar is, they wouldn't know what Vanadium is though. They'll recognize the Blue Eyes deck, they're not gonna recognize the Lunite deck here, they wouldn't recognize Sky Strikers. Like all of this here, why would a casual person who's outside of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Like community care one bit at all about playing any of this stuff here? Maybe Sacred Beast, maybe they'll try Sacred Beast because they've heard of it. And so you want to create a format built around trying to appeal people like Ron, or even people like Charlie and Penguins, or Sayako, where it's like appeal and make formats built around them and their enjoyment here. Stop trying to appease the people who are within like the main core of the community. The stream chart has a lower player count though. It's not getting higher. You're right, it is not getting higher, but but that's every game. Every single game that's ever been released for the most part. Their view count always gets lower and lower though. But when the game was first released though, within the first like 2 years, let's say, or a year and a half actually, a lot of people were exposed to this game here. If you look at old like even YouTube view counts or even discussion boards actually, the amount of like interaction happening between people who are now into Yu-Gi-Oh! Is completely different. Match Duel is my most played game. Yeah, Match Duel is my most played game. There it is. Even if you play anime themed decks, with the new decks still Stomp, Yusei Nisuko. Ron just hated the gameplay at heart. He's not a classic. No, but no. But here's the thing though. When it comes to like when I say classic Yu-Gi-Oh, I'm saying this as like everybody generally knows Yu-Gi-Oh. All right then. Yu-Gi-Oh to me is like Simpsons or Family Guy or like Pokemon, where everybody knows what it is, right? You have a good idea on what it is, but you're not really deep into it. Like not everybody knows every like Simpsons joke or every SpongeBob joke, but you know Homer Simpson, you know about Mr. Burns, you know about SpongeBob. It's one of those where like Yu-Gi-Oh is incredibly popular, and I think a lot of people generally know it, but your perception of it goes only on the surface level. And my idea though is to make Yu-Gi-Oh become better, you have to make the game appeal to people who are into Yu-Gi-Oh only at the surface level. Instead, you're telling them to like go rank up and play like tier limits or Snake Eyes. It's ridiculous. And that to me is just absolutely gosh darn ridiculous here. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh's popular because of the anime, yeah. And now you got people watching the anime and you got people noticing the monsters. Now, what can you do now to secure the bag and have them stay and be invested into the game? Like, I agree with Farfa's take here in the sense that the best thing, like, okay, so for as much as people want to complain about that one time where Blue Eyes was a world championship level deck here, I get that, but like, that was like one of the best things that ever happened in Yu-Gi-Oh, alright then? Like, the best thing that can happen in Yu-Gi-Oh is having the best deck in your entire game be a deck that, or have cards that people will recognize who are outside the community, alright? Like, honestly, who cares if Snake Eyes and Tier Limits becomes the best deck in the game? Who cares about that, right? That's not going to bring in anybody. It isn't. Like, Snake Eyes being a good deck will not bring in, will not convince Raron or, like, Penguins to, like, really be invested in the game. It's not. They're not. Yeah, so I do agree to take it. You gotta expand it. Well, the game is not reflective of the anime. None of the TCG decks even get featured. Yeah, they're not. Because you know why? Because like people don't care about that stuff here. You can make people care. I believe that if you make a Snake Eyes anime, more people will get into Snake Eyes in the actual game of Yu-Gi-Oh. That's what I believe. If you get people to like, if they made a Toy Story show and it's like ABC Dragons, or like is like the main theme of that, people will get into that. Like competitive viability and what's actually happening in tournaments and how good a deck is serves no purpose other than to preach to the choir. It doesn't do anything at all in terms of getting people within the community or have them stay there. It doesn't. And if you make a super overpowered strong deck, it then scares people away. So really, like, I really hate it when like people are like, we gotta make the game good. How do you make the game good? By like balance issues. Well, that's not gonna like really make the game any good. You're just power creeping it, but it's not going to make the game any better in terms of like appealing to a mass market. It's not going to do that. But while I'm at this though, I might as well, like Tim and Snake Eyes get any screen time, but a Hero's Dark Magician, and hence why they still get support. Yeah. Like Dark Magician, like here's the thing. So what's the, I think Sky Striker. Sky Strikers is the most winningest competitive deck of all time in terms of YCSs, right? But like those wins don't matter. They don't. Like, if somebody makes a video about Sky Striker Ray, where Sky Striker Ace Ray wins another YCS tournament, that's not gonna get the same views as, you know, somebody talking about Dark Magician Girl being a waifu. Can we all admit that? Can we all admit that like Elemental Hero Neos, Flame Wingman, and Blue Eyes White Dragon, a YouTube video built around them or showing images of them, was generally, in the sense, appeal to more people than, let's say, having an image of like the Dia Bellstar boss monster? It's not. It really isn't. But speaking of this though, I do want to go over a. Let me go to my watch along room here. Oh, there it is. So I do want to go over this here. Let me just open up the chat over there. There it is. Oh, there it is. Let's go with that. So, nobody even knows Sky Striker, other TCG, because they don't know. Yeah. Yeah, there's no promotion for it, though. I said it before, Konami should be a bigger company, but they don't. They don't take enough risks. I think they settled. I generally believe 2010 format is one of the worst things that have ever happened in Yu-Gi-Oh! I believe 2010 format is the thing that it's separated people who wanted to stay in Yu-Gi-Oh, and people who just didn't want to be involved. Like 2010 Edison format in terms of gameplay wise is the best era of Yu-Gi-Oh, arguably. But it's also the format that completely pushed away people, and it completely halted the progression of Yu-Gi-Oh, and that's how Pokemon surpassed them. Yeah, I did. Yeah, there is a focus on Diabell Star, which is really nice. I think I saw some images on that. But I do want to, while we're at it though, I do want to talk. I want to see this video here because I saw old Yu-Gi-Oh was awful, and I kind of want to know why that is. I want to know like what part of old Yu-Gi-Oh did he not like, and also like when you say old Yu-Gi-Oh, what era? Because apparently Dragon Ruler is considered an old era of Yu-Gi-Oh. So I want to do a watch along here. Just message down though if you think the volume is too high or too low here. But we're gonna go at this right now here, and I'll just watch along with this. Let's see. Okay. Oh, so the video here is made by Overcast YGO here. I'll be reacting to your video here because I am interested to see in what way was old Yu-Gi-Oh awful. I understand like Catapult Turtle FTK and Choose the Spirit were terrible. We can all admit that, right? Like Frog FTK was stupid. But also I want to know what other aspects of that gameplay style did you not like? DM to GX era is considered old school Yu-Gi-Oh! Bro, dude, according to Farfa's video, where a lot of the commentators, man, anything past 2019 and 17 is considered old school Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay? Like, I've seen people say that Adamantimators and Tri-Brigade are old school decks. Okay? So I don't know. Okay, let's go look here now. Tell me if the volume is too loud or too low.
When discussing the state of Yu-Gi-Oh with other players, I always hear people say that they prefer old Yu-Gi-Oh, often calling themselves old school. Although I played the game as early as 2005, I didn't play in any kind of competitive environment.
And that is brutally honest here. That is an honest, true gosh darn take also. Alright? Most people who say that they're old school Yu-Gi-Oh players did not play old school Yu-Gi-Oh. You played Playground Yu-Gi-Oh.
So recently, I've been doing some research into old Yu-Gi-Oh, and while there are some formats I'd definitely prefer to play over modern Yu-Gi-Oh, I've also seen that it certainly wasn't this perfect card game that people make it out to be. There were several formats with extremely unbalanced cards, terrible game mechanics, and poorly handled interactions.
Yeah?
In this video, I will cover a list of factors that contributed to some of these terrible formats in traditional Yu-Gi-Oh. But before we get into it, please like, comment and subscribe as it helps grow the channel.
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe for Overcast YGO right over there actually. Yeah. But here's the thing. People did not play real old school Yu-Gi-Oh! They didn't.
In March 2002,
you played simulators and you played jank anime.
There was no ban list and no limited list. This meant that every card available in the game could legally be run at 3 copies per deck. There were many cards available in the first few sets that were significantly more powerful than the rest, and so powerful that they either still see play today or have been banned for most of the game's history.
Yeah, you are right, that is elitist.
This meant that there was very little diversity in the game. Strategies simply revolved around...
This is my deck here. This is pretty much my deck. Except I have like 5 copies of Dark Hole. Dude, okay, so I did 6 Trap Holes, 5 copies of Dark Hole, and then just like multiple copies of this. Me and my cousins would have just 3 copies of Change of Heart. Think about it now, dude. This was not fun at all. Oh my goodness. Woo. Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay.
Stuffing as many copies of the best.
There's like a clear lack of
deck,
skill in
with
this
every competitive deck running almost all of the same 3-ofs. If you weren't running 3 Regekis, 3 Pots of Greeds, and 3 Monster Reborns, then you were statistically at a huge disadvantage over someone who was.
Yeah.
A limited list did come into play a few months later. However, this still left every deck requiring the same series of 1-ofs. These 1-ofs were even more mandatory than Max C is in Master Duel today, and many more staple 1-ofs came into the game over the next couple of years.
Yeah, I'll say this right now. Okay, I'm going back to this list over here. Wait. Okay, so going back to this, even in like gold format, even it's like people right now currently complain that a lot of the decks are too similar, but generic support happening here. This is generic support right over here. Look at this. This is not an archetype here. This is not an archetype. Like, what's the theme of this deck? There is no theme. So it is complete logical fallacy for anybody to be like, I like old school Yu-Gi-Oh because the deck had a theme to it. It's like, but this is not a theme. Like, nobody even in the anime had an actual theme for their deck. They don't. It's crazy. Yeah, but no. See, archetypes weren't a thing back then. They weren't. It's like the Mandela effect here. They weren't really a thing. But for some reason, there are people who are like, who believe that archetypes were a thing when they grew up playing old school Yu-Gi-Oh! But it wasn't. You had a bunch of like multiple copies of spell and trap cards that did stuff outside of your own archetype.
An actual ban list was finally introduced in October 2004, which took most of these overpowered cards out of the game. Many of the cards that were banned around
tunes were an archetype, yeah, but you're just going for beaters.
Stayed on the ban list for many years.
Like, instead of 3 Ash Blossoms, you're going for like 3 Pot of Greeds,
20 years later.
Instead of 3 Pot of Prosperities,
on the 1st of September
you're going for like Graceful Charities.
The first tournament pack was released. Tournament packs were, as the name suggests, packs only given out at official licensed tournaments. Most of the cards in Tournament Pack 1 were irrelevant. However, there was an ultra rare card exclusive to this pack called Mechanical Chaser.
Oh man, dude.
Just looking at
I've
this
been
card,
in so many nerds with this card alone,
this card
actually,
was such
play
a
old school
problem.
format decks.
Well, let me explain.
It's unfairly
Mechanical
good.
Chaser is a level 4 normal monster with 1850 attack points. That attack stat is really important at this stage in the game's history. Before Tournament Pack 1 was released, the vanilla level 4 monsters with the highest attack points in the game were Large Inn and 7 Coloured Fish, with 1800 attack points each. There were some level 4 monsters in the game with higher attack points, Dark Elf and Jiraigumo, but they came with high life point costs.
If you had a monster with 2000 defense man, you were just pretty much done.
This
you were
meant
just
that Mechanical Chaser could effectively attack over any non-tributed
and then you set a monster face down with 2000
advantage to players who were able
like
to
Aquamador,
obtain
and then you
copies
stage
of
it the
this
whole
card.
day.
Tournament packs only contained 3 cards per pack, and the odds of pulling the ultra rare cards were very low, so this card was extremely difficult to get a hold of at the time, having a price tag of over $200 per copy.
Oh man, I hate modern current day Yu-Gi-Oh, man. Current modern day Yu-Gi-Oh is crazy. The card prices are insane. Back then you can get whatever card you want and it would be so much cheaper. And then Mechanical Chaser, which you want 3 copies of, is $200. What the heck? Alright.
Turning up to local tournaments as a budget player was extremely frustrating for many who would find themselves running into players fortunate enough to pull this card from a pack, or have several $100s available to splash out on buying this card from another player.
Man, dude.
This shows that even in this very early stage of the game's lifespan, players would find themselves being
people who
priced
play this
out
game were
of
kids
top
for the
finishes
most part.
at tournaments. A couple of weeks after the release of the first tournament pack, a booster set called Magic Ruler was released, which was later renamed to Spell Ruler. Before the release of this pack, there were already a handful of powerful spell cards in the game which I touched upon earlier, so these new spell cards had to be strong if they wanted to compete with the ones released previously, and they certainly were just that. 3 of the spell cards in this set, Delinquent Duo, Confiscation and the Forceful Sentry, all came with effects that allowed the player to rip cards out of their opponent's hands.
You feel so
gypped got a chance to play them.
If these cards were ever activated on you.
I personally have never liked the hand destruction mechanic, where you get to rob your opponent of their resources before they could use them. I mean, yeah, I know I play Triple Tactics Talent on Master Duel, but that's because you kind of have to in the current format. But anyway, keeping it on the subject, let's start with Delinquent Duo. This spell card was activated by paying 1,000 life points.
Not gonna lie, dude, a part of me wants Delinquent Duo to come back.
The opponent discards 1 card from their hand.
I think the current game would be a lot more fun if you made it more chaotic
they discard
and
an additional card of their choosing. I honestly think that every single person involved with the development and testing of this card was drunk or something. I don't know how they
this is a terrible card.
To the game
it's a terrible, unfair card. There's no way you cannot play this and not feel like you're
jipping
someone out.
Was ever a good idea.
But the stupidity behind it, though, is why you want this. Why it makes it fun.
Immediately on release, and found itself being one of the first cards in the TCG to be banned when the first ban list went up in 2004. And as of May 2024, it's still banned and will probably never be unbanned.
Okay, honest take here. If Delinquent Duel was at 3 and no one play it, That is an honest take there. If Delinquent Duo was around, I don't think anyone's gonna play Delinquent Duo. If they eroded it where it's a hard once per turn. Over or under that, do you guys think if Delinquent Duo came off the balance, people would play this in the current format? I don't think so at all, in my opinion here.
The second card, Confiscation, was also activated by paying 1000 life points. This card allowed the player to look at their opponent's hand and pick one of them to be discarded. Although this card only ripped one card as opposed to Delinquent Duo's 2 cards, Confiscation allowed you to choose the card that was to be discarded. And as an added bonus, seeing your opponent's hand also provides information which gives you a strong advantage. Confiscation was also limited on release, and it was then banned in April 2005.
Confiscation is a lot more better than Delinquent
Duo. It was unbanned later that year, but was banned again in September 2007, this time for good.
I think Confiscation should not be it, but
Delinquent Duo is still banned in the TCG as of May 2024.
Should definitely be allowed.
The third card is the Forceful Sentry. This card is very similar to Confiscation.
So this card should not come back at all. This right here is way too unfair of a card. At least for the other cards you can discard it, but for this here, you're shuffling back the deck.
Like with the 2 cards mentioned above,
because a lot of cards nowadays can float, right? But that one was floating.
And it joins Confiscation on the ban list in April 2005, and is still banned in the TCG to this day.
If Pot of Greed were to come back and it was a once per duel thing, people would still not play it. I do genuinely believe that if Pot of Greed were to come back in the game, it would not be played. Wait, no. Would it be played though? Oh, okay. No, it's better than Pot of Extrav. Yeah, it would be played. It would be played, but it wouldn't be a game. It wouldn't decide the game for people. That's my take on that. If Pot of Greed came back, it wouldn't change the outcomes of the game.
Having a very short amount of time in the game before being effectively permabanned. I don't remember any of the kids on my middle school playground owning these cards, but I'm glad I never played at a level where I'd be running into them often. Next up, we have an old game mechanic, Ignition Effect Priority on
Ignition
summon.
Effects were dumb, and you all know it.
Ignition Effect?
The only reason y'all like Ignition Effect was because you had priority.
Activated manually. So let's consider the following monster, Chaos Sorcerer. Chaos Sorcerer has an Ignition Effect that the player can activate to target one face-up monster on the field and banish it. Under the old ruling, Chaos Sorcerer's effect could be activated in the summon response window after summoning itself. Therefore, it could be played before the opponent gets a chance to respond with a card like Bottomless Trap Hole.
Which is ridiculous.
Bottomless Trap Hole would still destroy and banish Chaos Sorcerer, the Sorcerer's effect would still resolve, and the face-up monster would still be banished.
Oh man, for cards like Dark Arm Dragon, man, that's ridiculously stupid.
As their effects were difficult to prevent. This broken game mechanic that allowed the ignition effects of monsters to be played during the summoning window was eventually removed from the OCG.
If you guys know Bryonic Dragon
and the TCG
Dad,
in 2012.
Yeah, those 2 cards specifically are
looking
really
at some
hard
specific
to get
decks
now,
we have the Yatta Lock.
Thank God it's
if
gone.
Not the most toxic strategy in traditional Yu-Gi-Oh! This deck was built around a card from the Legacy of Darkness set that was released in 2003, and that card is a monster card called Yatta Garasu. So let's
pronounce Yatta Garasu, guys, Sharon. Okay, I like Yatta Garasu now. Yatta Garasu's plate is available now, no one plays it.
Attack points and 100 defense points.
It's such a hard setup.
But let's read its card
Yes,
text.
Yatta is
This
unbanned.
card cannot be special summoned, and being a spirit monster.
No, Yatta's unbanned. Y'all can play Yatta right now
during
in the real life duels, but nobody wants to play it.
Or flipped face up. And now here's the scary part. When this card inflicts battle damage to the opponent, skip the draw phase of their next turn.
Yeah, you can play Yatta Garasu, just no one wants to play Yatta Garasu because it's just not a good card. It requires so much setup for the meme to work.
They were unable to draw any more cards. Therefore, there was nothing they could do other than to sit there until their life points were whittled down to nothing. Many powerful removal effects and hand rip effects were still present in the game at this time, so it was very easy to clear the field or rob your opponent of any possible counterplays they may have, allowing yourself to easily get that direct attack in. And even if your opponent did have a normal summon or removal spell in their hand, Yatta Garasu returns to the hand at the end of the turn, so your opponent would never have a chance to attack you.
And you can't bottomless it also.
This strategy was the first Tier 0 deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! And was arguably the reason why Konami started banning cards, with Yatta Garasu being banned during the TCG.
Yeah, most of the power cards back then have been power crept. But let's not pretend here that like the cards during this time period were incredibly unfair.
Moving from one toxic deck to another.
There it is, Magical Scientist FTK here, which is supremely easy to do.
You probably saw coming if you recognize the guy.
It's more. You can do this more so than the Yagarasu
Magical Scientist is a monster from the Magician's Force pack, released near the end of 2003. A card that the designers clearly got completely wrong, as it enabled Yu-Gi-Oh's first ever competitive FTK strategy, an acronym that stands for First Turn Kill. Let's have a quick look at what Magical Scientist does. At the cost of 1000 life points, the effect allowed the player to special summon a level 6 or lower fusion monster from the extra deck.
You get to spam up monsters and then you go to Catapult Turtle and you just like tribute
the special summon monster could not attack directly and was returned to the extra deck at the end of the turn. The FTK was achieved by combining this effect with a level 5 monster released in 2002, Catapult Turtle. This card allows the player to tribute one monster and inflict damage to the opponent equal to half of the tributed monster's attack points. This card has since been errated to give it a soft once per turn restriction, but originally this card had no restriction on how many times it could use its effect.
The thing is though, mana system just wouldn't work in the current day Yu-Gi-Oh!
In the game, there were multiple level 6 or lower fusion monsters with 2,100 attack points.
To get to that point.
So by using Magical Scientist's effect, the player could special summon them at the cost of 1000 life points each, and use Catapult Turtle's effect to deal 1050 points of effect damage.
Didn't they make another card like this, like Dark Striker?
Dealt a
like
total of 7,350 points of damage. Then Catapult Turtle used its effect, targeting Magical Scientist to do 150 more points of damage, bringing the total up to 7,500. And then finally, Catapult Turtle used itself as a target to deal the final 500 points of damage to the opponent, bringing the total amount of damage to 8,000 points, enabling the turn 1 kill.
Yeah, sounds like a skill issue. Your opponent didn't play on your FTK because they had nothing on you,
which wasn't too difficult to do.
This is what I'm talking about. Old school Yu-Gi-Oh! You feel like you're getting gypped all the time.
Summon itself from the hand, giving tribute fodder for Catapult Turtle, and spell cards including Reasoning, Monster Gates, and Last Will to special summon monsters from the deck. And you also had Monster Reborn and Premature Burial to special summon from the graveyard if you sent Catapult Turtle or Magical Scientist.
Yeah, you were so hard carried by spell cards.
Graceful Charity.
Like, other than Mechanical Chaser, like, for the most part, your spell cards pretty much, like, hard carried Yu-Gi-Oh!
There was nothing you could do about it. We didn't have hand traps at this time. No Veiler, no Imperm, no Ash Blossom, no Ghost Ogre, no Hanawata, no Nibiru. You were just dead before you even got a chance to play a single card. When I look back and see strategies like this, it honestly baffles me how the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game survived beyond its first few years.
Okay, he's probably got to go over it actually here at this point here, but I don't want to say this. So here's the thing. 90% of people did not experience this. Alright? I'm pretty gosh darn certain that the large majority of people out there who played Yu-Gi-Oh! As a kid did not experience any of this stuff here. I experienced some of this stuff, but I didn't experience all of it. Like, I didn't know about Magical Scientist FTK till much more later down the line, because I never played with kids who did use Magical Scientist FTK. Like, I did not use, like, Reasoning, or, I didn't use Reasoning or Summoning Gates to, like, spam at a monster here. Oh, you've experienced it as a kid? Because when I grew up, though, I did not experience this at all as a kid, or for the most part, though. Because it was like, it's you, your friends, and your family members, and then your parents bought you Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, or a Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck from Walmart, or Target, or whatever. Or a swap meet, who knows. They buy you cards, and you play it amongst yourselves. Because even back then, even if Pokemon is well, like, accepted now as, like, a thing that just generally everyone likes nowadays, like, being into Pokemon was embarrassing back then as a little kid. Like, if you liked Ash, Pikachu, and, like, Misty back then, or Brock, or you brought in, like, a Pokemon backpack, or you brought, like, merchandise from a cartoon show, or an anime back then in elementary school, which, let's be honest here, most people who played this game were in elementary school. Alright then, most people who play the game nowadays got into Yu-Gi-Oh! In elementary school. So, it wasn't a commonly accepted thing to be into dorky stuff like this, even in the elementary school level. Nowadays it is. Nowadays you got kids bringing in, like, Demon Slayer, like, backpacks and, like, merchandise with them. but it's not like an accepted thing. And so you allowed yourself to only play the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Or in Pokemon within a small, tight group of friends. Like in my book, it was like a group, I knew like 4 or 5 people, or like, yeah, 4 or 5 people who would be into Yu-Gi-Oh! And who'd be into video games and who'd be into anime. And so stuff like this, like Magical Science, Science FTK here, or people, or us learning about like the names of the packs coming up, or the Yada Lock, most of us did not know this stuff. Most of us did not know anything about like the ignition effect. We were just a bunch of kids who played this game, picking it up. So if you did experience it, actually, you are part of a very small like minority of people here. We know about Magical Scientist FTK now, but the large majority of people did not know about it back then when they were like 6 or 7 years old playing this game in the playground. That's where the terminology called playground Yu-Gi-Oh comes from. Oh wait, did you play? Wait, so the reason why people say playground Yu-Gi-Oh is because people played this during recess time in the playground. That's the idea why it's called Playground Yu-Gi-Oh! Because we grew up playing this game next to the swing sets, or next to the slides, or during lunchtime, or during recess. And most of us didn't play the game correctly. But the large majority of people who play this game incorrectly, so they wouldn't know about stuff like Magical Science FTK. Now, this stuff was still around, it was still ever present, but the people who are playing this format are not playing the game currently in a competitive level. I refuse to believe it. My friends had to play. I was the one to summon out Blue Eyes game level. But no, it's like there's no like even like Jesse Cotton and like they played in Patrick Hoban. They played Edison format. They didn't play Goat format. Or the people who play Goat format and play now, you're present like a 1%. Like you are proper 1% of 1%ers. If you played during like Legacy of the Duelists or like Magic Rulers, but then you're still playing now, you are proper 1%ers. So if you don't play Magical Scientist, you don't play correctly. No, what I'm saying right now, like when you're a little kid and you're playing Playground Yu-Gi-Oh, we did not know about any of this stuff here. So things that were problems or issues, or things that were identified as problems and issues back then weren't relevant. Because people who play this game here played broken rules, and you just made up your own stuff, and we did what we did in the cartoon show, right? Like, we can all admit here, a lot of us watched the anime, and then we, like, normal summoned Blue Eyes or Dragon without tributing. Am I wrong there? A lot of us normal summoned Skull, and then we set Mirror Force, and we said dumb lines, like, I attack you with Dark Burning Magic Attack! Like that, right? Like, we didn't play the game correctly. We didn't. And most kids didn't play this game correctly. And most kids never experienced Magical Scientist FTK. Most kids didn't experience the ignition effect. Now, I'm not saying or disregarding that any of this didn't happen. They did happen, right? But most of us played the game incorrectly. And so that's where the enjoyment of old school Yu-Gi-Oh comes from. Is that you're playing this game with like broken, dumb rules, and you play the game currently where there's a whole lot of rules, and it overwhelms you. Like, you kind of turn off your brain, didn't you? Yes, they did have tributes. They did have tributes, but we're talking about like Battle City era, right? Because in the original, because most people know Yu-Gi-Oh from the time of Pegasus and the time of the Duelist Kingdom arc, where there was no tribute summoning. So that's where you got into the game of Yu-Gi-Oh. You got into the game of Yu-Gi-Oh by playing the Duelist Kingdom rules, where there's like no tribute summoning at all, and then you commit to it. There was tributing in the Battle City arc, yeah. But, like, at that point, then, if you're with your friends, you, like, why would you want to have extra rules or do something that will limit what you can do? If I'm, like, 9 years old or 10 years old, and I just want to normal summon Blue Eyes or Dragon with no tributes, what stops anyone from telling me not to do that? I'm not a full-grown adult, like, competing in a competitive tournament. Duelist Kingdom, yeah, but many people love the guard cards. Oh, true that. People love Battle City. Battle City arc is my favorite arc in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! But as a kid, though, if you're playing this game with your personal friends and family and your cousins, then, like, you're playing according to the rules that you think will lead to the most fun within your own group friends here. Most kids who enjoyed the Battle City arc did not go to their actual locals. I went to a locals tournament when I was 11 years old with my cousin here, and we played a duel against a grown adult no older than possibly like 23 years old. And then that guy had to explain to us about tribute summoning and all the other stuff. And me and my cousin, after that experience, was like, why do you want to play a game with extra rules? Let's just play the game how we want to play it, like I did in the show. We just want to normal summon opposite tormentor and just like beat people up though. We played the game completely wrong, but that's like, I think, the general regular kids experience when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh! You're playing the game in a derpy, unregulated, dumb way that's kind of fun. That's why the term is called Playground Yu-Gi-Oh! Because it's all made up nonsense.
Magical Scientist was ultimately banned at the start.
Yeah, but most people are playing for the lulz, not win tournaments.
Not
so.
surprisingly,
I think people who play tournaments, even currently today, represent a small fraction of the community.
Turtle was errata in, I think, 2014 to give it the once per turn restriction in order to prevent it from joining.
No, dude, nobody played with Chainlinks, dude. Chainlink 1 activated my effect, Chainlink 2 no! Nobody did, dude. We just activated effects when it felt like it, dude.
This set came with two
because in the show they activated spell cards when they were set on their opponent's turn, and you just do it.
Blackluster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning, and Chaos Emperor Dragon.
You fully understood the rules, dude? Dang,
These two monsters couldn't be normal summons, but they had very easy.
See, I didn't like the Tag Force games. I played other games here, but this guy here, BLS Blackluster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning, is.
These monsters had a whopping 3,000.
I hate this card.
Which allowed.
I hate this card with the Fiery Passion here because this card is so without a doubt far beyond better than any other card in its own time period.
Swing over.
This card is so insanely good of a card.
And aside from their attack point stat,
and you feel gypped out. And you see it like in the progression series here, where you beat your opponent in terms of like resource management, and you got more stuff going in your way compared to the other person, and then the other person just happens to draw into their one copy of BLS Soldier, summons him, and then he wins the game.
Allows BLS to attack a second
he is so unfairly a good card.
An opponent's monster.
Card art design, I love him.
Dragon, this card has an
but the chaos stuff was so unfairly ahead of its time, dude, that like it was just unfair, or you felt Jip playing with those cards.
To the graveyard and deals 300 points of damage to the opponent.
See, I played what's the back and forth strategy game where it's a 3v3 with Yu-Gi-Oh monsters? Duel of the Roses.
The power of these two cards far
like they have a strategy game one where it's back and forth there. Capsule monsters I enjoyed in the GameCube.
Immediately dominated the
but like I just wanted to play like Duel of the Roses was
Chaos
like my
Emperor
game
Dragon
to
also
play.
boosted the Yatterlock strategy, as emptying your opponent's hand created scenarios where you could lock them out of drawing any more cards with no cards left whatsoever. Chaos Emperor Dragon spent only a few months in the game.
Chaos Emperor Dragon still to me is like my favorite design monster ever for a monster
and
card.
remained there until the start
the
of
fact that I can't find a statue of Chaos Emperor Dragon in
back
Japan
into
is
the game
crazy.
with an errata that prevented the player using any other cards or effects during the turn they activated the effect of Chaos Emperor Dragon. And Blackluster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning,
like Yu-Gi-Oh tried to be a lot more creative with their brand. They're gonna try to do that for the anime though, which is pretty nice.
2005 and later unbanned in September 2011, much to the upset.
See, like
of
my thing was
players.
Duel of Roses, Capsule Monsters, and then the strategy one.
That didn't necessarily contribute towards a terrible format, but it's still something I feel made Yu-Gi-Oh a bit harder to get into than it is today.
No, it's just the beginning phase of the internet.
Being able to play online is really healthy for a card game, as it provides a way to play with your friends remotely, or find other people to play with if you don't have any friends that play the game. The first official Yu-Gi-Oh! Online game
there it is. Yep, I remember
November
this.
2005.
Oh man!
However, in order to duel, players had to spend duel pass points, which were obtained by spending real money. So not only
actually, my dad signed me up for this. That was crazy.
To use those cards. It's safe to assume that the average Yu-Gi-Oh player was a lot younger in the early 2000s.
Yeah, that's it. This is it here. Most people were these kids. And hey, look, is that a Machina card here? Yeah, but most people were these kids here. Their mom or dad is right behind them watching them play the game. And then probably judging the older kids. These are probably teenagers, actually. I see a one grown man there with like ball there, but yeah. Can you imagine like seeing some guy selling cards in the background hustling little kids? It's crazy.
And not every
but those are the kids.
Parents that were willing to spend money on an online game. And even if you were part of the lucky few, what if none of your friends had that luxury?
You want to pay to play, man? This is pay to play right here.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Online entered its third iteration in 2009, Duel Accelerator. However, there still wasn't a way to obtain cards for free, other than the starter deck or trading. With Duel Links and Master Duel today, it is possible to build competitive decks without spending
Yeah.
any money, as long as you are willing to put in the time and effort to grind that virtual currency.
And it's not that much grinding. You can
In
get like a really good deck
2011,
within a short
A
time.
fan-made manual simulator called Dueling Network was
My
released,
friend was
which
obsessed
took
with
away
Dueling
the money
Network.
barriers
I
that
still play
existed
Dueling
with
Network
Yu-Gi-Oh!
on
Online.
by the off chance though.
Every card in the game
But like,
can be
it's
accessed
not
for
meant for
free.
me. Master Duels
Dueling
is so good
Network
for
was
automation.
later succeeded
People
by
love
Dueling
automation.
Book a few years later, and automatic simulators in the form of YGO Pro variations also popped up.
YG
with the
Omega
most
is really
well-known
good.
one
If you're not
today
trying it out,
being Omega.
I highly recommend it.
And that concludes my rather negative outlook on old Yu-Gi-Oh! Thanks for watching. I'm also thinking of doing a video that's the reverse of this one, so things I miss about old Yu-Gi-Oh! So keep an eye out for that one.
Alright, I'll probably keep an eye on that. But yeah, you can always play EDO Pro and YGO Pro. Really good simulators. I use EDO Pro and YGO Pro every single day. Because there are like some days that I just don't want to I just want to experiment with the deck. Like I'll go download a deck online and just mess around with it though on EDO Pro. But yeah, like old Yu-Gi-Oh was awful. Yeah, it was pretty awful. I'm not gonna deny that. I'm not gonna deny that. But like it was fun. That's what I can safely say here. People like old school Yu-Gi-Oh, despite it being terrible in terms of balancing, because you're going back in time when you're an elementary school kid or a middle school kid here, where there's a lot less rules happening. It's a lot less complicated. You can kind of make up stuff for the most part, and you're just playing with like cool looking cards here. You don't have to learn about like chain links. You don't have to learn about link summoning or pendulums. You have to learn even though Secret Monsters really is like very simple and easy to understand. When you're a kid and you just want to play a dumb, simple game with your friends and family, you don't want to do like extra math work, right? It's not that much math work. It really isn't. But you just want to like have a relaxing game where you're like playing fantasy and you're like being detached from reality and you're summoning this cool looking dragon. That's what you want. But old school Yu-Gi-Oh was awful as a game, but it's a positive memory for those who remember playing Playground Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's why people like old school Yu-Gi-Oh! Not because the gameplay was actually good, but because it comes along with memories that takes people back in time to a lot more simpler time. Okay, you like Junk Speeder. You're like one of the few people out there who likes to play Junk Speeder. Junk Speeder is so weird. Junk Speeder is like clearly a really broken card that nobody wants to play because nobody wants to play Pure Synchros. It's such a weird card because it's an anime card essentially, where it's like Junk Speeder is okay, whatever. Okay, let me put up Junk Speeder here. Gosh darn, Junk Speeder Yu-Gi-Oh. All right, let me pull some images on this guy actually here. All right. Oh, no. I'll get a bigger image of this card here. There, let me just open imaging tab, whatever. There it is. Okay. Here's how it is. All right. Junk Speeder, without a shadow of a doubt, like, y'all complain about pendulums, man? This card is broken, okay? Junk Speeder is a broken, good card, but nobody wants to play it because you have to dedicate yourself to playing Synchrons. And nobody wants to dedicate themselves playing Synchrons, right? Except for like the small 1%ers of out there. Because, okay, so enjoying Synchrons is like the same way as like enjoying Speedways or Pendulums or even Dark World, where you're playing this Mega Solitaire deck where like you're doing a bunch of crazy stuff, but you can get hand trapped so easily that your entire strategy gets thrown out the window, man. Like, Synchrons and like Speedways are fun, but a single hand trap completely messes you up, dude. I can't think of any like extra deck monster that's been targeted more specifically in terms of like I swear to God, there are more Junk Speeders that don't pop off than actual Junk Speeders that do pop off. I genuinely do believe that actually. Junk Speeder is a broken card that nobody plays because its own archetype, it ain't strong. It's a lot like what's the bear Arctic, is it Arctic deck? It's the one deck that has like a bunch of like robots in the form of bears. Like oh yeah, like it's Arctic something, whatever. I forgot what it's called. But they have this really powerful broken spell card that allows them to draw seven cards from their deck, which is crazy. All right then. Oh, Earth's Arctic. That's it. Earth's Arctic. Okay, well, let me pull up Earth's Arctic also here. Okay, let me go. Let me pull up Earth's Arctic. And where is it? Is it this card over here? Yeah, you could draw. Oh, there it is. Yep. Open image, a new tab, and boom. All right, here it is. Here it is. So these two are similar. They're very, very powerful, strong cards that clearly are broken. But because they're an archetype that sucks, they're not broken. But they're clearly good, though. And that makes it hilarious. Because, you know, at some point down the line, there's going to be, like, cards released that make these two cards broken as heck. And then we're going to have some dumb discussion from it, like, 5 years in the future, where we're like, oh, man, dude, these cards are clearly so good. What were Konami thinking? Bro, that's crazy. Oh, man, dude, I can't wait for Earth's Arctic to finally be an actual good deck here. Because it should be, because the design of Earth's Arctic looks amazing. Like 10 out of 10 in terms of design. But gosh darn it, man, your gameplay is terrible. And Synchrons, it's like, you have to use over half your extra deck to get anything done. And that's my issue with like Junk Speeder or Synchrons as a whole. For like Synchrons, like their main deck cards, all like their entire purpose is to just vomit out monsters. That's all their purpose. Like the main deck cards don't do anything else but vomit out monsters. They don't create negation. They don't like defend your own board. They don't really do anything to interrupt your opponent though. Like Synchrons is like your main deck monsters. They're just fodder for your extra deck monsters. And if your opponent negates your extra deck monsters, then you're basically done. It's supporting a 5D's air deck here. Oh man, dude, I want to see it. You've main speeder. I can guarantee right now, a Fallen Starlight, dude, you are part of the 0.111% out there who dedicated and focused themselves into playing Junk Speeder. And you know what? I respect you to that, dude. If you love a deck that much, actually, nothing wrong being committed to it, though. You're not hopping from one deck to another, and I respect that. But I will say this, though. Junk Speeder is indeed a broken card, but it sucks today in 2024. But I respect the tenacity of you sticking to that card, man. Yeah, like Shark also. Like, Shark is, like, all these cards, like, they just vomit at monsters. Like, Pendulum, they just vomit at monsters, but you can't really do anything. If you guys play Sylvans, have any of you guys ever played Sylvans? Sylvans is all like Tearlaments, in the sense that it can vomit out, like, resources and monsters very easily, but it just doesn't do anything in the end. Oh, dude, like, I made like 21 different variations of Trick Stars since they've been released. So I can relate to you, dude. Oh, man. We've all had those pet decks, right? We've all had those decks. For me, it's Trickstar, where it's it's not a good deck, but because you love the deck so much, actually, you continue to keep updating it over and over again. I did that with Speedroids and Trickstars. So I have like bestial Trickstars, really enough, though. Alright, I'm gonna play a couple duels here. And after I play a couple duels, I'll then go over another discussion on something else here. So, okay, what's coming out in June then? If it's not Centurion, what's the new deck that's gonna come out and like change the format at the very least? Yeah, like what good cards have not been released in Master Duel yet, though? Other than like the obvious ones, like Dragoon stuff. But like, I'm waiting here. Activate spell card, normal synchro exceeds. I guess I'll just play Speedroids here. Fire King. No, I wasn't gonna play Valmonica. I like Valmonica, but I wasn't gonna play it. Fire King, and then we'll just do Fire King Snake Eyes. Yeah, let's look at some old stuff here, right? Let's look at the new pack here. All right, go ahead and include this pack here. I see the last pack was really good. This is a really good pack if you think about it. in terms of getting high value power stuff here. But I will say this though, nobody is playing this. We can admit that, right? Nobody's playing this card. Code of Soul, good card, but like Cybers at this point, why? If there's any like archetype out, or there's any like type out there that's not struggling and vomiting up monsters, it's Cybers. Like, when will like people realize that like vomiting out monsters is not difficult? Overlord Future Fusion, I have no clue what this is for. If y'all could tell me what this is for and what its actual like application is, I'd like to know. I'm saving up all my gems for Centurion. Oh, step. Oops. Oh, I got too much creature. Wait, let me get to, oops. Let me go to, wait, where is it? There it is. Wait, I'm gonna pull my screen over here. It's loading up here. But I do want to know your honest take of like these cards here. Oh, there it is. Alright then. So, I want you to tell me right now, actually. Castle of Dark Illusion support, dude? Dude, I am so with you. I would like to have dumb cards like that. Like, have support. I'm waiting for Beaver Warrior support. That's what I want. I'm part of the 0.11111% out there who wants Beaver Warrior support. But can someone explain to me what the point of this card is? What is the point of like Overload Future Fusion? I want to know. I want to know the actual application of this card. It's either like Cyber Dragons or Ancient Gear, right? Great Maw supports. Yeah. I want some Insect Queen supports. I want Beaver Warrior, Panther Warrior, and Insect Queen support all added. Because nobody's playing this. Like, Cyber Dragons and Ancient Gear are one of those like solved decks ready. That like this just adds nothing to it though. You get to go summon up monsters and you could have like more chances of summoning your boss monsters that could go OTK your opponent. It's not really much. Yeah, but like Cyber Dragons has no issue summoning their boss monsters. They have like multiple ways to get to that point. So do Ancient Gears. Ancient Gear, like the big giant guy, is really easy to summon. I don't get the point of this card though, because I pulled this thing like twice. This is a good card actually. Summoner Pirate Phoenix is an underrated card though. Really good. But I need to go and finish up some of my dailies here. So I'll just go play Speedroids to get this thing down. No, where's my speed? Actually, assault mode would be easy, right? No, yeah, but I don't get the point of that really is. There are just some cards that are obviously they're good cards. It's like there are good cards in Yu-Gi-Oh that don't do anything. Sadly enough, though. That's how I feel about Sky Strikers. Sky Strikers has a bunch of supports, but there's like no point. Mushroom Man support those is jank. Why would you think that? In what world is Mushroom Man support good? Alright. I got nothing here actually. This is not a good hand at all. Active effect here. If you end up like Veiling Man, it'll be bad. It's not a good hand at all, but I will work with it. This is what I'm going for here. I'm gonna normal summon, use Gush Your Birth. You know, yeah, I'm playing a Speedroid deck, but for some reason, I have Cashiers. Let's go. My favorite Speedroid card, Cashier Fenrir. Can't say I'm wrong. Can't say I'm wrong. Alright, I already used up my normal summon already, so this could have jank here at this point. I can make him, but there's no point in doing this thing because my Fenrir is already out and it's already like 1. Man, it's waste opportunity, man. Properly wasted. I got my assault mode 0. Alright, I'll stick with this then here. Alright, I got 2 interruptions here. Vanquish Soul Copium. See, I love Vanquish Souls as a theme. Too bad the Vanquish Souls cards are unnecessarily expensive in real life. And because they're expensive, I don't want to play them in like Master Duels. What do you have here? Oh, it would be Duel Star. Gosh darn it. Oh man. It's impossible. Literally impossible to not play Master Duels without having, like, your first duel happens to be against this deck here. Gosh darn it. It's crazy. I gotta banish that here. And the annoying part though, he already has another extender. I know for sure about that. But I get rid of your Duel Star, which is nice. I gotta get rid of... What's the best thing to get rid of here at this point here? The Little Knight, or... Let's get rid of Link Karibo here. There it is. Oh, Promethean Prince? No, I want to go for Link Karibo here, because Link Karibo acts as an extender. No, not happening. Oh, what, dude? No way! Oh man, so outskilled me there, man. Gosh darn it! My ass didn't mean anything. Oh man, they have everything. Yeah. Oh, there it is. There's Popular. Oh man, that's tragic, ain't it? Tragic. Thing is though, I can't even use Birth right now. I gotta somehow time the Birth correctly, where I can knock out whatever is available in his graveyard. Ah, gosh, darn it. So, but you don't have the Link Karibo, which is nice. But you're still gonna go summon another monster. You're gonna activate a hopefully a spell card down the line actually, and then I'm gonna go banish your graveyard, which will then allow me to give me space here. Well, look at your anima. I feel like a dummy now. You're right, actually. You are totally right. I should have banned Promethean Princess. Oh, wow. Nice call there. He's gonna use that. He's gonna use it to go and add, or maybe add one or two monster from the... Should I get rid of it now? No point now. No. I'm gonna wait on him to load up more on his graveyard, then try to go for something here. I think on my cashier Birth is gonna like carry me here. Oh, stab! That's bad. He had an Ash. Assault mode activate. Okay, whatever. All right. Well, he doesn't have Turbulence down right now. But once he gets Turbulence down, I'm pretty much done. Not the worst thing in the world. Oh, but you can go to... Yep, there it is. You go to Princess. There she is. Oh, this is not good. Oi, oi, oi. Yeah, this is not bueno at all for me, actually, you know. He's avoiding activating spell cards here. Alright. Please make a mistake, make a mistake, make a mistake. Oh no, that's not it. Oh no, that's not it. Please activate any spell card right now so I can go. He probably doesn't have a spell card actually. Oh man, it's gonna go. Ah, okay. Still not the worst thing in the world here. I can fight through. I don't think I get OTK'd here. I don't think so. Hey, remember when people made a big deal of this card actually being like a destroyer in the actual, like, a format weapon card? Alright. And that card will bring me back. That's okay. Alright. Oh, snap, you just OTK me here. You are right. I made a mistake. You are correct, Starlight. I definitely should have, most definitely, banished the princess. Yeah, my bad there. I should have listened to you. I definitely should have listened to you. Yeah. For some reason in my mind, like, I don't know why, in my own mind, I thought, like, because they only have, like, Link Rebo and not Anima. Because like most deck lists usually have Anima, usually have either, like, one or the either. They don't usually have both. Ah, okay. Okay, but yeah, I should listen to you next time I go to this situation, dude. Yeah, you're correct there. Live and learn. Yes, I need to go live and learn properly, actually. I apologize. Apologies by my part. But also, my opponent happened to have Ash Blossom in their first hand and Call by the Grave? You kidding me? So even at Max C, actually, it wouldn't matter. Oh! Damn, that's bad. Okay. Okay, not the good hand here. One interruption automatically beats me. Hopefully I put a swim. Yep, there it is. Ugh. Okay, let's go side, whatever. Why do I have this weird sense of like fear that I'm gonna get like they're gonna kaiju me, then after they kaiju me, like some way somehow, it's like I'll be OTK'd. I have a feel like a big turtle is gonna appear right now. Will the turtle appear? Over under. A turtle will appear right now. And they're gonna go just stomp on me here. Oh snap! Adding this, sir! Okay, no, that's fine, that's fine. Just negate on the Templar. That's all I really gotta do. No, he already has his extenders down already at this point. I'll just let him resource manage here. I'll let him resource waste here. Once he gets to Templar, I'm gonna negate on the Templar. Yeah. That's how I feel whenever my speeder is negated. Dude, if you summon speeder, it's like a 90% chance you'll be negated, right? Is that how it goes? Alright. Actually, I'll turn off also here. There's no all I have to do is stop him the Templar, then I win game. The only way I really lose this really is if my opponent just happens to have cross out. If my opponent just happens to have cross out, then he's just a better player than me. He's a lot more skilled at it. But beyond that though, how's your guys' days going so far? I got a proper big quesadilla right now in the fridge. I'm probably gonna eat up though after this stream. There's Wicked. Okay, sure. Okay. Okay, since you're clearly a Dragon Ball fan here, been okay. Oh, that's nice there. Okay, fact or fiction here. Goku can take a sniper shot to the head. Yay or nay on that? Would he die if a sniper shot hits Goku and he's not prepared for it? Because I just resaw that scene again from Yu-Gi-Oh! From not Yu-Gi-Oh! Dragon Ball Super, where he does get hurt from a bullet wound. He can't get hurt from that. So, he can take it though. Because I know there's a shot, there's a scene where you can actually shoot Goku and he will feel stinged from a pistol shot. But however, if you happen to have, let's say, a bolt action rifle and you do a headshot on Goku, would it knock him down? Or would it do damage? Because he did have a wound from a pistol shot. His head and he survived? He did? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, I actually gotta see this here. Is this actually true? I'm gonna wait to watch long screen here.
Wow! I wish Grandpa could see me now.
Oh my god! What the was that? What? Wait a minute. Oh, it's wait. Is it the scene here?
Huh? What's that noise?
Wait, let me just let out.
Why don't you come out of your shell and fight? Monster?
What the heck? I just can't find the scene where he gets shot at. Wait, I gotta go back to Duel over here. Wait. Oh yeah, let me just click this up. He also has Math Mech also to go with him? What the heck is going on here? Alright. I guess like the idea is like, oh, because it's like a bolt action rifle, you're like a bolt action sniper rifle can knock a person down. Oh no, my person's doing like he's playing Cybers, like it's whatevs. That's Kid Goku? Okay, so like I saw like a discussion video on this, ironically enough though, where it's like he's gonna put Super Factorial, which I cannot afford a Super Factorial, so no. So I saw a video out there online that like Goku has to be engaged or be fully aware. Hey, crossout, but he has to be aware of what's happening when, like, in order for him to put his ki up, which will defend him from shots. And just as a kid, the ki naturally comes up with him though. But as an adult though, he has more control of it. Which is why, like, you can make an argument though that like adult Goku would not take a shot to the head if he is unprepared. But Kid Goku can in that instance because he was alerted at least. Like, that's what I'm, like, thinking about. Whatever. Ryusura could shake a whole... Yeah. I'm not denying that he's, like, not strong. But I'm saying, like, it's the idea of, like... Yeah, like, would a gunshot pierce through his skin? Which you can't, right? Like, I don't know, because he's been cut, like, someone has, like, slashed him and stabbed him with, like, a knife. So I wonder, like, does it, like, affect him? Oh, that is this firewall. Return them to the hand. Yeah, he survived gunshots and Spur. Yeah, but that's only because he was aware. No, what I'm saying though, like, if Goku was able to survive the gunshots because he was aware, and so he put his ki up to make him stronger. But if he didn't have his ki up, because he did got hurt though from a gunshot to his arm. If his ki wasn't up though, would he still be knocked down? Because technically a sniper shot did knock down Goku Black. Like, Mai did knock down Goku Black with a sniper shot. Yeah, but he survived even with guard, even in the same scene though. Yeah, he did. But like, there's a clear like difference between like power from like a handgun pistol towards like a bolt action sniper rifle. Is like what I'm like kind of like theorizing on. Like, if the Punisher were to appear in the Dragon Ball universe and he had like a mega bolt action like sniper rifle and he had the perfect like shot at him. So the sniper shot was used specifically to destroy the earrings of him. Oh, is that Tempest? Right. I think I do lose fear on Venom though. Use that. Get that. It's okay. What's sparking? Wait, what's sparking zero? Sorry for this, but what's sparking zero? Also, Earth was fighting Goku Black for years. Shot him dead. I guess that Goku Black is way more crazy. There's a new Dragon Ball game coming out. Alright, wait. I guess because like Goku Black is a lot more like evil. So he's gotta go more hardcore. Unlike Goku who's more relaxed. He's not gonna pay attention. What is this? Sparking Zero. Oh yeah, I'm putting up the Sparking Zero trailer inside here. Nothing there still. Oh, is it another Tenkaichi game? Is that how it is? Oh, I'm gonna see after this actually. It's another. They're making another Tenkaichi game. Sure, whatever. Destroying Earth despite all humans owning guns. That is true, actually. Okay, so like, really, like, I'm going to Japan next month. Well, this that will revert back to No, it doesn't. I'm dumb. Oh, because that's the golem. Yeah, there it is. Whatever. Okay, I'll open up a trailer here in the side. I want to see how this thing goes. Watch along. I'm going to Japan next month, and so I am thinking of like buying. I'm 100% going to buy Yu-Gi cards, but I want to see how this works. I'm also interested in like buying like video games and like other merchandise stuff. So let's open it here. I want to see. This will be my reaction here. I have not played Tenkaichi in like years, dude. So I'm surprised they're making more. Oh no, I never played Naruto Connections? I played the Naruto like fighting games, but not, I don't know Connections. But I have played the fighting games. Okay, oh I get it. Alright. Okay, so I'll say this right now actually. These are clearly, I want to see actual gameplay, not just special moves. Because right now they're just going towards like the special moves they can do in the game here. I kind of want to see like gameplay. Like that break moment there. Like, I want to see what it looks like. Whatever. Oh yeah, I played all the Naruto Ninja Storms. I didn't know it was called Connections, but I thought I played the Ninja Storm games. I'm 100% probably gonna play it actually, because like I played all of them at this point. Okay, so everything happening in this trailer is really cool. I'm not gonna deny that. It's really cool. But I want to see like gameplay and not just like the special move animations. Kind of. But then again, we're here for the special move animations. Because I remember when I played Tenkaichi, there's a lot of cheese in those games. You could cheese a lot in Tenkaichi. Oh. Summer Game Fest. Oh wow, really? Thing is also like I'm a fan of the Budokai series, like the main core Budokai ones. I'm rocking enough. Naruto is it called Naruto Connections? Naruto Connections. So it practically is Ninja Storm, but not. This one? Naruto X Boruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Connections review. I don't want to see a review of it though, but it's a good way. Should I react to IGN's review of it though? Why Naruto Storm Connections? Yeah, it looks just like Ninja Storm. Did I not play this already? It's called Naruto. Yeah, it's called Naruto X Boruto. That's the thing. I have not played. I have not watched any Boruto. Might as well like look up some gameplay of this in the side, but I've never watched Boruto.
You better brace yourself. Wander deep within my illusion. You think you can get past my genjutsu? The fact is, you'll never be able to catch me. An illusion. Feel confused? Evolution. Tree-bind death. Just for you. My genjutsu is unbreakable.
Well done, Kurina. It's clear that we're truly on the same wavelength.
I've grown stronger. Looks like you've met your match. I'll support you.
Fight hard!
Asuma!
So what are the reviews for this game out of curiosity?
We must protect
It is
the
7 out of
king at all
10s.
costs.
All right, we're
Yeah, I'll go to
counting
this,
on
and
you
I'll go to
guys.
Sparkling Zero gameplay.
Together, we'll create the ultimate attack.
I just want to take a look at this
Right for
actually.
the sixth path.
A glorious jutsu.
Thank you. I think this should settle it.
Okay, so here's the thing with like the Naruto Ninja Storm. Okay, it's like it's Naruto Ninja Storm pretty much. Is it a 7 out of 10? I'm guessing game because it's exactly what I expect it to be, which isn't a bad thing. Like if you enjoy that, then it is what it is. Okay, let's go here. Dragon Ball, Sparkling Zero, full match replay. Goku versus Vegeta. Oh, here it is. Okay, I want to see this time. Yeah, like, okay, so it's like, if you enjoy those games, so the Naruto Ninja Storm game, Naruto Ninja Storm games, they appeal to a very specific demographic. Like, if you like them, you like it. It's like how I enjoy Dynasty Warriors, okay? Like, Dynasty Warriors is not the best game out there. Like, it's a proper, like, 7 out of 10 game, but it appeals to a certain demographic out there. And if you enjoy that type of gameplay, then you like it. Like, it's a game that is meant for fans of the series and who want it in a very specific way. So if you enjoy that kind of stuff, then it's kind of for you, then. Same thing applies for this game really here. Okay, I want to see real gameplay here. And they're fighting in the mountaintop. Let's go.
I will defeat you this day.
Is he hopping on air?
No, I won't be losing this one, Vegeta.
Yeah, this is it. This is Tenkaichi at its finest. Yep, this is it. This is the game I'm looking for. See, like, my problem with the Tenkaichi games and why I just prefer Budokai over, I just feel like there's like there's a lot of cheesy stuff you can spam with in the game. But it looks good though. Whoa. Oh snap, here it is. Oh. Weird. Oh snap! I thought we were gonna go. I thought we were gonna slowly build ourselves up here. Actually, straight to blue. I think gonna go kill Ken, then Super Saiyans. Then I thought we were gonna like, see the whole evolution of it. All right. It's weird though, because ironically though, as a fan of Tekken and the 3D Mortal Kombat games, you think I enjoyed like the 3D games more, but no, I'm more a fan of the 2D ones.
Let's go.
Right? Oh snap! It's gonna end via draw, right? Oh man. I didn't like the strategy. Isn't like one of the main strategy of these games is to overwhelm your opponent, not giving them time to actually charge their key. Oh snap. Dodge it, Vegeta! Oh snap! Oh snap! Whoever can mash the triangle button the most will win this. Come on, get your Mario Party game. Oh! Looks sick. Aw, man, Vegeta lost.
Vegeta, let's go again. That okay with you?
I don't know, the guy's knocked
いかが
out.
だったでしょうか
What?
まず本作は
Wait a minute. No, I see, wait.
いかがだ
I played Kakarot.
Son Goku.
Since when is she flying ever?
かと間違えてねえか
Okay.
乙女心も知らね
Wait, I just gotta look at this quickly.
本当かいつ
え。ほら見れ。何も
Okay, I can't tell if she's flying or if she just jumped really high.
出るだよ。
They don't fly at this point in the
乙女
series.
心も知らねえでよ。約束も忘れちまったのか。
約束
I can't tell, were they flying there or were they just jumped up really high in the air? Because at this point in the series they can't fly, I know that. Oh, this is peak Chi-Chi over here. This is peak Chi-Chi. She was so fun to be like the straight man for Goku here in the original Dragon Ball. But then like in the mainline series, she becomes like a proper Karen. And then like isn't like Chi-Chi supposed to be like 7 years or 5 years like younger than Bulma? Yet Bulma always looks hot at all times for some reason. Because like she has like wrinkles and she looks really bad by the time like Gohan is like born. No, but by the time like Chi-Chi's like a grandma, but she's still like in her 40s somehow. It's so weird. Alright, I'm gonna go back to my look at my I gotta go win a game here. I gotta win a game somehow. Alright, let's go. So, but Boba wishes to be younger. But Bulma is like chronologically older than Chi-Chi by like 7 years. I know Mai actually is like 100 years old, right? Like adult Mai is 100, right? They're all no, like, but Mai is 100 years old, right? Am I correct in that? She's like 60 to 70. Yeah. Like when I watched the movie, the Dragon Ball movie where he fights Beerus in theaters, and when I saw that scene where like Mai and Trunks are kind of a thing, a part of me was like kind of grossed out by that. I want to use up more resources, but he's got to gather more. Yeah, no, it is creepy because Trunks was how old when they were flirting? Like, can't be more than middle school age, right? 12? $14. That's a small 14-year-old kid then. Yeah, it's a 14-year-old boy dating like a. It's just creepy. So when I saw that they're flirting with one another, dude, I can't help get get creeper vibes off that. And I can't believe like a throwaway character like her from the she's not really a throwaway character, but she's like a side character in the original Dragon Ball becomes a love interest. It's so like jank to me. She's still mentally 70. Yeah, she's mentally 70. It's like those. It's like jobless reincarnation. No, it's a jobless reincarnation. Like, do you feel creeped out though? When like Rudius like wants to like bang like his sister and a bunch of like it's like and a 14-year-old girl. Do you feel weirded out by that, or is it just me? Oh, but if you don't watch Jump Street Carnation, you should. But like, Jump Street Carnation has the weird ethical issue of like, is it okay for Rudius, who like slept with like an underage girl, even though he's like a grown like 30-year-old? No, he's 30 years old. Like when he dies, he was 30, right? And then he like relives his life again, so he's like about 40 years old. Oh, that's it only? Okay, I think I win this. If he makes Hope Harbinger, I'm like, yep, I win Duel here! About gosh darn time I won this duel. Alright. Banned. Am I wrong, Ty? Am I wrong? That's messed up that Rudius is a 40-year-old man who ends up sleeping with an underage girl. You can't say I'm wrong, that's kind of like messed up, right? I love Rudius, but like, the dude's like a creep. Like, he's a proper like pedo, right? You can't say I'm wrong there. I'll stop there. No, like he slept with multiple of them. I can go Beals here. You sure I'll spell? Yeah, I want to prioritize that actually. No, I will not correct myself. No, okay. Rudius ends up sleeping with a bunch of little girls. And all the moms in Yu-Gi-Oh! Are like hot for some reason. I don't know if that's a bad or good thing when I say that. Like, oh man, dude, they shouldn't be hot at all. Moms should all look like decrepit old grannies. But no, I'll forever not feel creeped up by that. It's not like in Spider-Man where Aunt May, you know, no. What were you saying? Moms shouldn't look like decrepit old grannies, or like how everyone freaked out that Aunt May in Spider-Man is like hot in the new iteration of her. Well, Atem has no wait. Is Atem interested actually? Is Atem actually interested though? That's the weird part about it. Let's go here. I can't target with card effects though. We'll just jank as heck. Okay, so here's an issue that I have right now. How am I supposed to deal with this? I got nothing. And I can make him right. I can make Scarlet Red Dragon Feud. On the field with attack less than or equal to this card. Okay, this can't be targeted, right? So I can just go there. Oh yeah. So of action. Who's dating? Who's dating Rebecca Hawkins, by the way? In Yu-Gi-Oh, it's not Atem, right? It's Yugi. Yugi is dating Rebecca Hawkins. And I don't know what's up with anime having this weird fixation that grown adults should want to date little girls. Good. Okay, but Yubel's like, okay. Yubel is that Frieza thing where we don't know, like, if Yubel is a dude or a chick, right? I won finally! Let's go! Connection failed, you darn right! Take that! I outskilled you with Red Dragon Archfiend. Let's go. I totally meant to do that. Sure. About gosh darn mega freaking flipping time, y'all. It's crazy. Oh man, dude. It took me an hour if I want to duel Yu-Gi-Oh. Let's get this over here. Yeah, but no, Yubel is like I thought Yubel was doing the Frieza thing where you don't know like what exactly like gender it is. Yeah, you think, but kinda. Yeah. That's not really, I'm sure, on there. Alright, I'm gonna play like a couple more duels here. I do wanna like go on Twitter watch here. Frieza is a guy? Okay, did people know, was Frieza like established as a guy though when we were a kid? Like at all in the cartoon show? That's what I wanna know. Because I always refer to Frieza as like it's Frieza. Alright, what deck here can I not pay attention to when I can still kind of win here? Wait, where's Cubic? There's Cubic, there it is, okay. See, I did not get that at all, actually. I did not get that. I always thought like Frieza was just like was like either or kind of thing. Cause he sounds like a woman. Because Frieza sounds like a grandma, but he's voiced by a guy. But he sounds like a grandma, or some evil like step aunt. See, I couldn't. My brain couldn't wrap my head around that. What the heck? Okay, set. Okay, guys, here's how it goes. Y'all know how this works. In 2024, and no matter what year it is, set one card pass totally works. Okay, it don't matter. Set one card pass is all you need to go win this. Don't say GG. Y'all supposed to support me here. Don't say time to lose. Y'all supposed to be like, let's go, thumbs up, let's go. Thank you for saying the best tactic. And you better play Gene Raiders and not play Orcus. You better play World Legacy stuff. You better play Crusadia FTK or whatever nonsense. No, don't Kappa face me. Y'all supposed to support me right now. Y'all supposed to be like, you got this, you're so cool and stuff, and like all that stuff. You're supposed to give like thumbs up in the chat and be like, we believe in you. Okay, set one card pass. No, technically, it's not like set two cards in defense position pass. That's how it is. That's better than last time. No. Believe, yes, believe. I can't believe the fact that in a game where going first wins you the game like 65 to 70% of the time, I chose somebody. No, my opponent happens to be playing an OTK like variation deck here. It's crazy. That's insane. It's unfair also. Yeah, you go play your World Legacy cards here. Guess what, okay? Nobody cares about your World Legacy cards, alright, y'all? This deck has not been meta relevant in like 6 years, okay? What if you ran a deck of all Mirror Forces? it's in my idea. I can play Trickstar Mirror Force Magic Cylinder. I can try it out possibly after this game. But I want to try with Cubic here first. Okay. He's gonna go to Crusadia. Run the deck of all Karibo. You know what? I will run a deck on all Karibo. The day after your mom comes over to my house and tells me that I'm a good person. No, what the heck? No. What's wrong with Cubic, y'all? You want me to play Karibo? Want me to play Mirror Forest? You want me to play Synchros? What's wrong with Cubic? It looked really cool in the movies. Your mom won't even tell you that? You know what, dude? You're right. The last time my mom gave me a compliment, I don't remember the last time actually, because she never does. Why don't you play with yourself? Well, I guess I can play with myself. I guess I can play with yourself. I guess I can play with myself actually. After I go over to your mom's house and I give her my big splash of a DDD Kalyuga, where I negate everything, splurge it all out. And after that, I'll be playing with myself all day. Because as we all know, DDDs is a deck where you play with yourself. So I'll play DDDs with her. No difference, it's solitaire. That's how I play with myself, y'all. Grab a DDD deck. Grab a DDD deck, go to your friend's mom's house, and play it. That's how you play with yourself. And you'll be splurging all over the field once you go and summon Kalyuga. Hey, watch this, watch this, watch this. Y'all doubted me here? Ah! You saw that? You saw that right there? Oh! You saw that, did ya? Oh! Darn! Hey, look at you with your set 1 card pass. Look what happened. Just like that! Set 1 monster pass did in fact work. I told you! Keck W, you darn right that's Keck W. What is your opinion on Joey X Mokuba? Have they ever talked to each other? What the hell? Joey and Mokuba have like almost like no like screen time with one another. Mokuba is a child. You can't tell me that's a child with that. Wait, how does Mokuba have the Super Saiyan 3 hair? It's crazy. I'll say that at the very least. But y'all gotta respect. Stop the disrespect, man. Set 1 card pass does work. You know what, dude? It does weird me out that Mai is a Predator. I'll tell you that from Yu-Gi-Oh! Mai is like 7 years older than Joey, right? Like she's a full-grown adult, and he's still a high schooler. Joey X Serenity. You ain't getting anytime Serenity anytime soon, dog. My opinion is that you're being a total creep right now. Yeah, so like Mai is a fully grown adult, and he's like, do they ever date actually? They never become a thing. They just kind of like each other, right? What? No, what the heck, man? Okay, this sucks. I need like a draw. I need draw cards badly right now. Okay, thank God I got Harpy Starduster. Beyond that, though, I lose next turn. Oh, come on. Whatever. Feather Duster. Oh, man. Wait, have other flutter, yeah. I gotta go to the droplets, right? That's my only way out this. What if you play Gate Guardian? Maybe. I might play Gate Guardian. I just don't know how many you are required to go play Gate Guardian. But no, so it's a play that, okay, but Mai does like Joey, right? I know that for sure. Like, Joey likes Mai, but is Mai like Joey? I think it's implied that, like, she has a thing for him, right? I can't use that right now. Send, and then set. All right. Yeah, that's kind of a weird thing. Can someone explain me how like Weeble and Rex Raptor are the best Yu-Gi-Oh players? Are like world champions in Yu-Gi-Oh? Alright, dude, best of luck to you, brother. Thank you for coming to the stream, yo. Okay, thank you. I am trying to be a lot more active on this. Now, to be fair though, I'm actually gonna be playing a lot more. After a couple games, after doing some time, I will go like play some multiverse. Jacket 5 Days is only rival Yu-Gi-Oh whose siblings with the main character. Really? I feel like at this point there should be more, right? I've not kept up in Rush Duels at all, so I'm not really sure. Oh man, this is bad. Yeah, I should. Rachel's sounds and looks nice. I'm not watching it for some reason. All right, I can activate this. Foster siblings. They're still technically siblings, yo. Okay, do I just lose this duel here? Even if I get rid of the Aver Max, that's not enough. And I don't have the unaffected. Yep, that doesn't work. Okay. Alright, chat. I want you guys right now to assemble a deck for me. I want y'all to go assemble a deck for me that I can go play. Okay, you're being a proper cynic there. Adopted siblings are still siblings. My favorite part of 5 Ds is all the friends you say abandons. Wait a minute, you misspelled abandons. 3,000. Okay, whatever. You know. Okay, let's go for it. Okay, let's go for it. I don't have another space here. I'm making. You know what? I'll buy another slot just for you guys. Screw it. Shop. Pack. Bonus pack. So there it is. There. Let me get another pack. A pack. Purchase. Alright. I am in the mood to go make another deck right now. I just don't know what deck to go make. Play Pyramid of Light. Pyramid of Light Sphinx! What is wrong? Don't say very nice to him. Don't say very nice. Don't you dare be supportive of one another. What is this? Pyramid of Light Sphinx. Oh, thank God it's not here. Oh, wait, no, I misspelled it. Oops. I misspelled it. Don't tell me it's actually here. Don't you dare tell me it's real. They're even rares also. They're not even like okay, whatever. Okay. How do you summon these guys? This is so dumb. Doesn't this say like destroy the Egyptian gods, something like that? Or am I going crazy? You really? If this is these are so lame. How are these things? You know what the dumb part is? I had the original copies of this card from the movies also. Whatever. Okay. Let's go here. What else is available here? I'm not paying for any more of that, dude. I'm not paying for any more of this, dude. Yeah. Oh man. What else can I, okay, let's put Mirror Force here. Mirror Force. No, or cylinder. Cylinder. Okay, what's the other trap card that also does the same thing as Magic Cylinder? Except there's another one just like this, but it's not Cylinder. But it's another trap card, and there's also a monster card that's also a hand trap that does this. I forgot the name of it. But there's a monster card, and there's another trap card that does the same thing as Magic Cylinder. What level are these? They're level 10s? Why? Wait. VN. Are you serious? You really want? I'm not spending another. I refuse to spend gems on this deck. By the way, I refuse to. You know what? There it is. That's how I feel. Okay. Cannot be special summon except by ping. What? Cannot be summoned except by pay. You have to pay life points when your two monsters that you somehow summoned are destroyed at the same time. Then you can special summon this monster from your hand or deck. I'm not spending any gems. Alright? No. I gotta work with what I have over here, alright? That except for these guys. I'm spending for these because they're rares. How to obtain. They're available in legacy packs, so no one likes them. Not even good enough to be in a real pack. Alright. Alright, I got a glossy! This one's shiny for no reason. Look how shiny it is. That's sick. All right, let's go get this one over here. Exodia? Hey, Exodia? You're being Exodia, right? Are you serious? Cannot be special. Oh, what a joke! What a joke! What a joke! What a joke! Okay. That's Sphinx support? Oh, whatever. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Jesus Christ. What's wrong with him? Are they really called this? Are they? Is it really an entire archetype based around these guys? There's no way. What application would you have of these two? What's the application of these two? When a monster is turned from the field to the owner's hand, the owner of the returned monster selects and sends one card in their hand to the graveyard. What application do these cards have? Guardian Sphinx, you only play this card if you're a total jerk. How are these all like above level 4s? Oh my gosh! What does this card do? Activate this card by targeting one phase monster. If it is attacked, once per turn during the battles, if it is attacked by a monster, you can inflict equal to the difference between them. The target monster leaves the field destroyed. No, that is so not worth anything. Okay, I'm not putting those sphinxes out there. No, not gonna happen here. Not gonna freaking happen. Okay, how else can we make this deck work? I gotta give some power cards. I have to give some power cards here. Boom. And add Mount of the Bound. Do I see like the person? Do I see him like the type of person? Oh my god. Is it SR? I'm not doing that. Gotta start. Wait. I'm so gosh darn curious about this. Thing is that I'm not playing Time Lords, I know that for sure. Give me all 5 pieces of Exodia. Come on, please. Oh snap! I got Exodia's Older Forbidden Lord, y'all! Let's go! This is jank. I'm not summoning him, by the way. It ain't happening. Okay, I gotta get rid of some SRs here. Wait a minute. Wait just a minute. I don't want to get. These are all good cards. I don't want to get rid of some good cards here. Except Flunries. I don't care about Flunries actually. Never mind. Get out of generate these two. Alright. Mound of... No. Cat of Omen. Cat of Ill Omen. Wait. I just put Cat Omen. Cats... Wait. Wait, it's called Cat of Ill Omen. Cats of Ill, and then I have to get rid of my SR stuff here. Yep, there's this guy here. Alright. Maxi this, or edit the Maxi. I need pots of desires? No. I need to get as many cards as I need so I get extra here. Yeah, that's up here in a lot. Okay. Should this be a going this is a going first deck, right? Summon limit? I do have the summon limits here. I think the Mirror Force should be good enough. Okay. At this point now I can just write in a bunch of like random extra deck stuff now at this point here. XC, Synchro, Lynx. Nope, no. There. Oh snap. There it is. Okay. Here's my deck. I have no clue how the heck I'm actually gonna do this. But I'm gonna try, gosh darn it. Darn. The best scenario for me really is going second. Then I just happen to draw all the right cards. Right? Cat of a moment. I'll choose. Oh my gosh. Okay, whatever. Oh man, wait, oh I need the terrain to be how it is. Anubia would be proud. Don't you dare say that to me. Okay, let me change the accessories here. I need to make it more Egyptian, right? Yellow. No, oh, that's more Egyptian-y. That looks fine. Actually, never mind. Let's go put blue eyes. Oh no, yellow thing actually fits out. It's gold stuff. I need something very Egyptian-y here. What's more Egyptian here than Supreme King's Arc? Let's go. Duel field parts here. I want to be cheered on by those two zombie monsters. I want a normal card, and then my three main cards here is that one. Then this is so terrible. Where's that? No. Boom! Let's go. All right. Shame. This is shame, sir. Proper shame here. Okay. Thank God the season just reset itself, so I'm playing its hopefully bad players here. Alright, let's go. If I am able to sum out the boss monster, I'll be happy. Going first? Okay. Oh man, this guy's gonna gain a rank though. You see that right here, man? You see this? This is what you call jank nonsense here, man. Amorous Torrential Tribute. All Torrential Tributes. Hope I have Pot of Extract somehow. Haha, you're gonna Maxi me here? Maxi what? I can't summon anything. Alright. You know what? Thank you for the emotional support, by the way. Thank you. That I can just go and not be. Maxi is such a good, overpowered, broken card. Needs to be banned, right? Was that strong enough to stop me and my Andrew Sphinx? Because I'm gonna go and pass. Nice hand. Thank you. I love the emotional positive support coming in from your end, by the way. We need more positive vibes also. They're just gonna summon the big boss monster, right? And then that's it. Whatevs. And then ironic here, I'm playing technically an updated version of Yugi's deck. How fitting it is. Only positive vibes here as I face against Yugi's updated deck. It's 2024 here, and I have Andrew Sphinx in my hand, and my opponent plays Baphomet. What the heck is going on with me? Yugi versus Anubis here. If Anubis was controlled by Dumpling. Round 2! Round 2! Alright then. How do you think round 2 is gonna go then? Tell me that. Make a predictions, fella. Will Anubis get the win over here? And what sucks though? Memento is an actually real good deck. They gave Yugi legitimately good cards this time. They're gonna send one random card for your opponent's hand to the graveyard. Oh, what are you gonna send? Oh, are you gonna send my Andrew Sphinx? Oh my god, that's crazy. Yeah, but positive vibes only, actually. We don't want toxicity around here. So if somebody says something toxic, just go ban them. Yeah. You ban. Uh-huh. So he's gonna link climb, right? He's gonna link climb or fusion climb right now, and I'm just gonna go and surrender tribute and just blow him up. Yeah, positive vibes only. Please chat. Positive vibes only. Please be respectful to others. I don't respect toxicity around here. So if you say something that I don't like, I'm gonna ban you because we don't want toxicity around here. Yeah. I am the judge, jury, and executioner of the chat over here. So if y'all say something that I don't like, then I'm gonna get rid of you. Also, censorship is for bad people. That's your end board? Okay, whatever. What sucks though about this is that all the Memento cards all float. They all float. No! My dark hole! My dark hole has been eradicated to the graveyard. But that's okay, y'all. Because I don't care. Because I got myself... Where's my Gush or Sphinx card? Darn it. You're gonna max see me here again? Damn, dude, you're popping off! Damn, dude, you're gonna special summon. Wait, are you gonna fusion summon my turn, really? Are you gonna fusion summon? You're gonna special summon on my turn here. Oh! Dang, that's crazy. Alright, y'all. It looks like it's about time to give you the dark hole here. Yeah. Hope all of y'all enter my dark hole over here and disappear forever. Yeah, get out of here. Okay. Now activate effects here. Despite the fact that it's my turn, you're gonna summon more monsters than me. You're gonna activate more card effects than me. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. That's just how it is, y'all. Summon Andrew. Why don't you summon your mom? Destroy him. You know what? I wish I could. I wish I could. Sphinx don't need million ash. Okay. Set card. Pass. How is Pyramid of Light not a field spell card? Uh-huh. Because you're bad. You're right, actually. Not as bad as your mom, but, you're pretty... Ah! No! 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 Don't activate card effect, dummy! Don't you dare activate... Oh, there it is. And that's 2, right? Oh, that's only 1. I don't care, update it. It's not even lower accurate, actually. Alright. Blow up one of my cards at least. No. Okay. I got one card here that's gonna bail me out, y'all. One card here. Then I'm gonna pot of X-Crab. And then I'm gonna get profit. Do you have Albaz? Ah! 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 I think I'm just done with Bonzo here, right? He's only 3 cards down from his thing because he can go bring cards back. Oh yeah. I'm out. I'm out. You can summon Fright for stuff. Oh yeah, I'm out. I'm out. Okay, okay, okay. You know what? I've been going at this the wrong way, actually. Let me go save. It's possibly what the heck is this? I can't spell. There. These can be normal summon, right? Don't need drowning. Don't think I need you. Cylinder. And then don't need you. Wait, is there like a where's the mirror dragon? Is there a mirror dragon here? Magical mallets? Yeah. Magical mallet would be good, but I also want to play more defensive stuff also is a big thing. Guess summon limit would also work out is what I'm guessing. But I want to reshuffle my cards though. We'll put one mallet in here. Alright. Team Sam runs Dark World. Oh yeah, so you can constantly run with it. Where does it add stuff? Okay, wait a minute. Let me just go first here. My idea right now is hope and pray to God that my opponent just sucks, and I'm just gonna go slowly grind them out though with my trap cards, and then find an opening to summon the Sphinx. That is my goal right now at this point here. Hey, that's not bad. That's actually not bad. That is a good going first hand here. Let's go 6. Don't you dare ash me, you dumb admin. Did not need that. I already have a Pyramid of Light already though. I already have the Pyramid of Light, so I'm just gonna go boom, boom, and a turn. Alright. Man, the Better is a good card actually. It's like, am I playing against a real deck here? Oh, Rudix! Wow! Okay. I'm in platinum ranks. Why am I playing against like real decks here for no reason? Hey, look. It's Pyramid of Light, guys. Gosh darn it. Hey, I was able to activate Pyramid of Light. Does that count for something? I finally did something. Are y'all proud of me? I activated Pyramid of Light in 2024. Positive vibes only, y'all. God dang it, dude. I'm playing against Synchro Runic here. At least you have a cat to add. Yeah, I didn't set it though. Because I still want the trap card on top though. I wanted. Did he put that on top of my deck actually? Did he actually put that on top of my deck? Okay. Okay. I'm playing Sphinxes and I'm playing against an actual real competitive deck here. And I got no back row removal. But he's playing Shadow Imprisoning Mirror? Whatever. What? Is this guy like playing a competitive deck here prepared for Tillaments? Nah. Oh, no, not happening. He's popping up. And he's got Morganite also. Okay. What is happening? You know what's happening here? I'm playing a Sphinx deck from a Yu-Gi-Oh movie over 10 years ago, and I'm playing it in a competitive setting right now in 2024 in Yu-Gi-Oh! What's wrong with me? I don't know what's wrong with me actually. But hello Rex Demon, what's going on? How's your day going so far? But right now, my chat is letting me play this deck here that is so clearly gosh darn terrible. But you know what, dude? I'm committed to it and I'm gonna freaking win. There. Just wait a minute. I just thought something right now. Is Mirage Dragon here? Mirage Dragon. Where's the dumb dragon? Where's the add Ash for negates? What would I replace though? Do I need 2 Cat of Omens? That's the thing though. Do I need 3? No. Maybe the I think a going second strat might work here. Yeah, I think that's how I'm gonna go. I'll go for a going second strat. Evenly. Where I'm be focused on like board wiping them, and I'll just reduce their resources as much as I can. I don't think I need another Pyramid of Light. This is all fine. Don't need mallets. Okay, I think that's solid. Yeah, there is. There is Beast Warrior searches though, but it's not wait, where's Tenki? There are Beast Warrior searches though, but it's for level 4 or lower. Yeah, add 1 level 4 or lower Beast Warrior. So it doesn't really work on that instance though. What I'm gonna bank on right now is that I'm gonna go second. I'm gonna go to Maxi. My opponent overcommits, and I find an opening where I can go and obliterate their board, while also drawing enough cards to somehow get both Sphinxes out. I'm running triple Dark Hole, triple Evenly. I got triple Maxi, and I have a Regeki. I think that is solid enough for me. I like this isn't the worst thing ever, right? Ancient Warriors? This might be a tough duel, actually. Right, there's a monster I'm running looking at. Oh, there's, yeah, okay. Okay. There might be a card that I might add in that I think is gonna do solid for me. I mean, if I don't win this duel here. What the heck? That's it only? Oh, but that's a part. Okay. See, I just don't. I need my opponent to overcommit here. This sucks, but I'll try it out evenly. There's no other play I can do here. Evenly. That's what I can do right now. Oh, he's gonna OTK me here, isn't he? Okay. Not what I expected, actually. Not what I expected. But I think there's another alternate here. Alright, I just keep going at it at this point here. I have to figure out something that's somehow gonna get me the win here. I just have to draw the perfect cards. Why do you test your decks as casual? Well, like, this is casual, in my mind. Because, you know why? Because casual decks is like nonsense decks though, that you might run into some random person who's gonna have actually something like really good. And I wanna have a win here in the ladder. Ugh. Okay, 60 card deck. 60 card decks typically suck, but they have a 99% chance though of. Nope. Gosh darn. Okay. I just have to keep going at this, man. I just have to keep going at this until I find until I get somehow Maxi. And then on top of Maxi, make sure I go second. And then my opponent overcommits to a board. And then I draw into my many, like, board breakers. Maxi! I'm happy. There it is. Okay. And I got Muslim also. So I will summon out a Sphinx. Okay. This I need to see what it is. Tenny. Okay. Boom. Don't you dare hash me. Oh, I think this is it. Oh, they're just Rikiki. What? No. Okay. I can summon the Sphinx, but it's not gonna do it. Okay. There has to be a pathway here for me winning. Turn here. I sense it. I sense it here. There's no way he doesn't have any of the Sword Souls right now in his hand. Come on. Okay. He's got that. He's gonna activate effect here or normal summon. Alright, this is good. Maxi, don't you dare tell me you drew into a call by or a cross out at this one. No, you didn't. Okay. Not what I wanted, but alright. Come on. He's not committing to anything here, man. What are you thinking? Whatever. I have to put some pressure here. So I'll activate Mausoleum here. And I'm gonna summon the Sphinx. Alright. You know what sucks though? The Sphinx are so broken, they can't even attack the turn they're summoned. Okay, nice overcommit here now. He's gonna overcommit. I'm gonna torture tribute him at the correct time. This probably was the wrong turn, actually. The wrong play. I should have saved up here, but I want to add in some pressure. So he might overcommit, is what I'm kind of banking on here. But I summoned Sphinx Talia. That's what you saw here is I'm probably the only person in the world to ever summon her. You know what? I want my opponent to actually bring Talia back. Yeah, I want them to feel like there's a threat on the board happening right now. If I could have got Andro Sphinx down, I could get like my win con down. So I'll let him summon the token. Once he summons the token, I'm gonna go Torrential. And he doesn't have a play beyond that. Target, he's gonna return that to hand. Okay, fine. He's using up card resource here. Alright, here it is, yep. Oh, there. Summon token. Torrential. You can't impermeate. Alright, okay. He still has 4 cards in hand plus a back row card. That's insane. He did not use up a normal summon. That's wild. He's gonna summon Shishao again. I think I overcommitted on the max. No, he would have stopped anyways. I think the right play was I could have summoned Sphinx Talia, then bait up my opponent, then to go to Maxi. Yeah. I don't think that's enough to beat me, right? I don't think he's got another play in him. He's getting card support here, which sucks. But if we can bring back Mausoleum and that, I can evenly match him. No, he doesn't do that. It'd be great actually. Kashtira would be would be awesome for me here. Kashtira or Pot of X-Rev. Shamtani. Is he gonna blow up my card here? Alright. Yeah, I will be using Regeki next turn. But I'm in platinum ranks. Why am I facing against people with Sword Soul and Bestials? Explain that to me. Yeah. He's I expect him use Shaman to go blow up my Mausoleum. Oh, he's not gonna blow it up? Sucks. Sag. Alright, found the cash. Oh, I found the cash card. Let's go Regeki here. My mostly around is pretty much useless. That is okay. Dang, like if this is why am I using Sphinx? Oh, whatever. Summon here. This is my last line of defense here. That's bad. Oh, that's so bad. Oh man, that sucks. Oh man. I'd have to hope that whatever he has next turn here isn't a Moye or a yeah, it's not one of those like level 4s that can just pop off on me. If it's Longwana, that's just upsetting. And I can't banish all those. And I kind of can actually. Let's go here. I'm taking a W. I'm taking a W here if I defeat my opponent, but I still was able to summon Sphinx somehow. I'll take that as a W for me personally. Oh man, oh that's bad, Magnum. That's not bad actually. No, he'll maintain advantage though, which sucks. Alright. I gotta get rid of whatever he has here. I cannot allow Grandmaster anymore. Right. No, that's game. I lose. Oh, that's game. Dude, that effect Veiler. No, wait, no. Oh yeah, that is game. That is game here. I was letting him finish me off actually. Oh, that was so tight. So tight there. That Valor he got was upsetting. Yeah. That was close as heck, man. I started. Alright. He's gonna go bro on me for the sake of it, actually. But that was tight though. That was as tight as, I don't know, Tyler's mom would run. All right, kill me off. There it is. Maybe add vanity cards? Oh, you mean like... That's not bad, actually. Vanity. I do have them. Thing is, do I really need Cat of Blue Omen though? Don't think I really need them. I need those to get things going. Oh, emptiness is not legal for me to use. Sadly enough, though. That's fine. That's fine. Light, torrential. Don't think I need this actually. All right. So that was close actually. That was close. Yeah, just essentially like make floodgates. Your opponent doesn't play, pretty much. All right. That'd be a strategy, right? Like the correct thing to do would be like Mausoleum, normal summon Vanity, pass, and then slightly grind him out until I can get out what I need. Oh, like this actually is a pretty decent hand here. Not gonna lie, this is pretty solid. I can go. Sorry. I want to see what he has first before I activate it. Maxi, my opponent stops, go to Mausoleum, normal summon, then just slowly play the game up until I can get the Sphinxes out. Oh, dude, no, that's... darn it. Yeah. Gosh darn. I'm really thinking here actually what to do for this. No, it's not. Okay, what if I try to commit to it? Montage Dragon. Is Montage Dragon here? Montage Dragon. What if I go for Montage there? Attributing a Sphinx. No. This. I can just have that. I just have that thing for the sake of power. Add a record pen. Really? For what reason would I add record pandas? Right, record panda. One per turn, you could pay $5 by set the top card of your deck to get, and if you do, discard Gazer. You can add one monster with the lowest level from your graveyard to your hand. No, but that's not gonna help me out because I can't really add anything there. Oh, you can do that thing just so you can. But you have to do that. Oh, you have to do that during the standby phase, though. I'll stick with Montage Dragon, how it is. And I'm gonna go for the OT. No, or should I go for an OTK strat or a control strat right now? Because in order to get the most cards, I gotta get that. But I want to be able to summon the Sphinxes out. Lightning Storm this. Lightning. Lightning Storm. Control. I'll go for a control variant. Okay, if I go for control variant, I gotta knock out the evenlies. Knock out lightning, knock out that, knock out boom, boom, boom. Normal cylinder is still good to have. That's fine. Okay, I just gotta put all the floodgates in essentially. Summon limits. Majesty. I don't have Majesty's Fiend. Darn it. Look up your anus. All right, I'll look up. I will not look up your anus. Actually, not. I did already. You can control those spares. Summon card of that type directly. But I have to tribute summon to get things down. No, my Uranus sadly doesn't work here. But I have this Light Beast. Light Beast. Rivalry and Gozen would then work. Rivalry. When in doubt, play Floodgates. That's how it is, yo. Gozen, Rivalry the Warlords. Skill Drain? I'm going full on, like I'm playing all the online. There it is. Kashtira I want to keep. No, yeah, you could pendulum summon them, but like I gotta get like insane scales to get it going. Or rather just control them and then use Mausoleum to normal summon. At that point, I gotta get another find way to, and I gotta find another card to control. I guess like Mirror. I'll still use the Mirror Forces here to add something. There. Torrential's good. Like a Veda. Alright. Oh, you mean this card? Oh, you need a 0 scale, and then you can only summon special summon Veda, blah blah. What's the pendulum effect here? This card is increased by a number of counters on it. Yeah, I can try to set up a scale there, but I think I'll just set up with normal summoning. Is what I'm gonna go for here. Yeah, I'll go with that. I need to find more ways to delay the. I gotta find more ways right now to go and just stop my opponent from playing. The cylinder is good. The treasure that's good. Needle Sealing. That's fine. Monarch spells. But Monarch spells happen. The Monarch spells happens, but you have to tribute summon. Is the big thing. It's not like normal summon monster. You need to tribute summon. Yeah, you have to tribute summon to make the thing work. Chain summoning work, but I have no chains to work with off chain summoning. I can double summon. Wait, no. Do I have Morganite? Morganite. I don't have Morganite with me here. But I do have double summon. I think that's the best I can do right now. That's the best I can do right now. It's a control variance. Chicken Game is nice. I don't have Chicken Game with me, sadly enough, though. So I'm thinking here, I go first. After I go for... Oh, never mind. I had a going second deck, and now I'm playing a... Gosh darn it. Crazy, unfair, right? Oh, this is a good going first hand. Oh man. I gotta gauge out here what my opponent had. But this is a bomb going first, and it's tier limits. I'm out. Yeah, there's no way. Yeah. Okay. I got a bomb going first hand here. Alright, here. If I go first here, set up a control board, delay the game as much as humanly possible, summon up my Sphinxes, Torrential Tribute or Dark Hole them. That'll be all good. Hey, look at that! Rival with the Warlord, summon limit, and goes in match. Yeah, I hate you. Oh, man. Alright. What are the odds? My opponent just so happens to have Harpy's Feathers or a Lightning Storm. Or evenly match. Don't you dare break my gosh darn field of floodgates. And the annoying part is my opponent can still beat me because I still have to draw into the Mausoleum to get into the Sphinx. Right? Don't you dare. Don't you dare evenly match me. Don't you dare activate that card in your hand. Yeah! Okay. Okay. Man. Painful. Absolutely painful. Tragic ate it. There was proper emotional damage. Don't you dare. No way. If you're playing Speedroids and I got Gozen match, that is crazy. You are playing Speedroids! Why? Oh my gosh. I can't catch a break here, can I? Whatever. I had the most nonsensical set of floodgates ever, and I just get owed just like that. Okay. Cool. Okay, deselect. Boom. Do that. Boom. I think I'll need. I'll get rid of this. Dark hole. Boom. Okay. I think this is it. This has to be it, right? This has to be it. There's no way. Going first. I got a bunch of floodgates in my own deck here. Oh my god! Look at this god hand here! Shifter! Oh, you're gonna shifter me? Like, I care! Rivalry. Summon limit. Goes in. Pyramid of Light. This is the game! This is the game! No way my opponent is gonna back removal me yet again here. Cash! Damn it! Okay, whatever. Alright, whatever. Thank you! Come on! Be like Goku over here. Raise your gosh darn arms and give me the energy. I am your yellow spirit ball of power and energy, and you're going to go empower me right now. And I'm going to go win with this terrible gosh darn deck here, and I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to defeat Kashtira with a deck that was 14 years old, and I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna be so happy, and then I'm gonna go and eat my quesadilla. What is this? What is this? Why are you not overcommitting to anything? You're not gonna overcommit? Why are you thinking? What is this? Oh god, guess what here? Pyramid of Light, y'all! Let's go! You are the brick that I do not want to see at all. Whatever. Alright, y'all. Y'all ready for this? Summon my Sphinx! This is dumb. I can't even beat it. Why can it not? It's the dumb part. It can't even attack when it's summoned because it's so broken like that. That's crazy. You better overcommit. I want my opponent to overcommit to this war right now, and he's gonna mess up, and he's gonna summon something else. I'd have to time my floodgates correctly. See, there's still floodgates. Definitely are. And you're playing Vanguard Soul also. Yeah. Wow, that just broke it as heck, by the way, dude. Stinker Soul. Special 1 Vector Soul from your deck. Please, get rid of that Cash Monster. Just get rid of it for me, please. Get rid of it so I can floodgate the heck out of you. If I get rid of that Sphinx, if I get rid of that Fenrir, I think I win. All right. Come on. I need to wait for him to get rid of the correct cards. Just get rid of that thing. That's all I need to do. All I need to do is to get rid of. Okay. Okay. Be patient here, little show pal man. Be patient. He's not gonna get rid of that, is he? I think it blew up stuff, can it? Yeah, I can destroy the cards if you dash. And they're both earth types also. You better misclick here. Come on. Knock out. Knock out the knock out the rivalry. Knock out the rivalry. Oh, no, I want you to knock out the Gozen actually. I tried so hard, I took so far, but in the end, it just doesn't matter. I try so hard, yet it's so hard, but in the end, it just doesn't matter. One last try, you know, don't lie. Something you don't know, try. This is my last chance here. My last attempt over here. If not, I'm just gonna go Montage Dragon OTK and just win. Does it work? Does it work, dude? I'm done. Please summon this. Let me just. Okay, this should be just enough here to stall out. Come on. Use clear support next. Is there? Wait, isn't that kind of new though? Wait, use clear support for my Sphinxes, or just use clear in general? I'm gonna hold up as much as I can here. Yeah, the new clear cards. All right. I don't know why. Game like these reminds me that I should have stayed in gold ranks here so I can play my derpy bad decks. Okay. And they can't even destroy my card effects afterwards. Oh, that's it. You know what? That's it. No, that's it. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna Montage Dragon. Whatever. I'm gonna blow. You know what? Control the board thing. Not gonna happen. All right. No. Where's Montage? Montage Dragon. I'm gonna win. I want to win by using the Sphinxes somehow, and this is how I'm gonna go do them. All right. They're hard. Where's the other Sphinx? Let me go get rid of a bunch of SRs here quickly. SRs. Go there, go there. Hey, Anubis. I'm gonna go full on ham here, yo. Full ham. Zephyra, do not eat you at all. After that, Sacred Beastards, whatever. Karibo, whatever. No. Moki Moki is the best card. Nope. DDDs, no. I don't need top. Actually, I might use my stats now. Do I have any there it is, yeah. Maybe try using a kaiju? Oh, I will. That's my plan right now, dude. My plan right now is to make a going second blow up deck here. X-Saber. Don't need this X-Saber. Don't need undershirts. I'll keep that maybe. No. Minerva. Pinpoint Landing is actually a good card here. No. Deep Sea Aria. Here. Card I need. I don't need Peflin. Mantle. Generates. And get rid of you. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Hey, where's my... I got my Dark Hole. I got my Regeki. Okay, Raigeki. Then, after that, go into Kaiju. No, no. I'm ignoring the control part of game, part of the game now. I'm just gonna go full on Mega Ham here. Get rid of the cylinder. I want to keep those cards still. Don't think I need the magical thing. What else can I do here? Keep the turtle. That's fine. Tributes. There. Lightning. Storm. I'll keep one Pyramid of Light. There. This is it here. It's Montage Dragon OTK using the Sphinxes. This, I'm gonna materialize, by the way, Maxi to appear. It's gonna appear. I'm gonna go full ham. I'm gonna summon Montage Dragon using the Sphinxes. I'm fine. Darn it! Whatever. Gosh darn it. Okay. Whatever. Oh, it's Labyrinth also? Okay. Whatever. Why are there so many gush dragons? You know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe you are right. Maybe I should play this in casual. Maybe I should play this in casual. You are right, whoever said that, actually. You are 100% totally right. I'm going to go to casual right now. I'm going to go to casual right now. And I'm going to go to a random match here. And I'm going to go pull up the gosh darn Maxi. And I'm going to go and win with the duel here. I'll play against some idiot who's playing Blue Eyes or Dark Magician. And I'm finally going to go. And I'm going to go win this duel here. And I'll finish this gosh darn challenge that you set me up for 2 hours ago, gosh darn it. And I'm going to do this, man. I'm hyped. Let's go! Pen best deck. Yeah! Yeah! You guys try them. I'm at that mode right now. I am so committed to this right now that I gotta go win. Okay? I know this has been really gosh darn tough. But you know what? I want to win with these set of cards and strategies here. And gosh darn it! How did I draw this on my 1 copy of Mana Bound, my 1 copy of Pyramid of Light? Whatever. Whatever. Shit. Oh my gosh darn it. I'll be right back. It's a Sword Soul turn. I'll be right back. Alright. Oh, man. Okay, what's my opponent doing? They're doing typical plays, right? Normal plays stuff, alright. Alright. Bro, I have a lot of going second stuff here. Just give me one of those. And I swear, I feel like I've seen Sphinx Talia for some reason more than Andrew. No, just give me any kaiju. Just give me any kaiju here, I'll be happy. No, it pretty much is a sip of tea here. It pretty much actually. You know what, dude? What's it? Actually, while it's at it though, let's go look at my. I want to look at my anime list out of curiosity. Wait. I want a duel. I want a duel. You saw that? I won. I won. I did. That doesn't count, and y'all know it. Okay, no, we're doing it again. Gosh darn it. I won. No, we doing that again, yo. Oh yeah, here. Okay, let's see here. If I go second here, I'll give Max C. Hopefully I have it though, because I've not had Max C in a while. And while that's happening, I'm gonna go look at my anime list on the side to see like how the current reviews are going on right now for some shows. You see this? You see this? This is not normal. This is not normal at all. This is insane. Am I taking crazy pills here? Am I taking crazy pills? And I'm playing against Snake Eyes. I'm playing against Snake Eyes in a casual match setting. What is wrong with y'all people? Who made this game, Konami? Oh, whatevs. Alright, I admit that I have kind of lost at this point, actually. Kind of a wee bit, if you think about it. Kind of a wee bit. Alright then, what's going on though? I'm gonna go pull up over here, actually. Can't read out. I don't have a book here to set me up to go reading though, but I do have watch along. Alright. Okay, so let's go over here. While that's happening, actually, let's look at my anime list here. What are the best seasonal anime? Top anime should go over seasonal anime here. Frieren is great. Dude, that's crazy. So Frieren has surpassed Full Metal Alchemist significantly by 0.30. The last duel counts, and you know what, dude. Oh, kind of this. Bro, like, the casual field is crazy. I'm playing against somebody with a raw rare Snake Eyes. But you know what's crazy, actually? Gintama, though. I've always wanted to watch a Gintama. I never have. Never had to watch a Gintama, though. Attack on Titan. Wait, is that? Wait. No, it's not. Gintama again. Gintama. There's 3 Gintamas, though, in, like, part of the top 10. Gosh darn. How did you hit the Rush Duel? Oh, snap. I played Rush Duel already. Like, I played Rush Duel with one of my buddies. Like, I haven't caught up with them all, dude, but like I have played Rush Duel, and I even have like on Nintendo Switch. There's a Rush Duel game I bought. I could play like a 2 duels of Rush Duels actually for this against. Yeah, but yeah, Gintama apparently is like this great anime that I've seen. It's a good comedy show. Even like one of my friends who doesn't watch anime at all. Oh man, if they add Rush Duels into Yu-Gi-Oh, that'd be so sick actually. Because I played some Rush Duels already. It just right now it's not really accessible to. What? No. Konosuba is a 10 out of 10 anime. I call full cap there actually. Oh, Rush Duels is fun, man. It is no negates, no, but you're still running with interruptions though in Rush Duels. You still have interruptions to deal with, and it's very easy to avoid each other's boards up. Is Death Note not top 10? Wait a minute. Top anime. Death Note is not top 10. Okay, let me go back here. Oh no, Rush Duel is fun. It's a matter of lack of accessibility is a big thing. Let's go Dark Hole here. Sure. Really, this one's not top 10. Alright, whatevs. I got nothing there, man. I just have to keep pushing. That's a strategy, really. I just have to keep pushing forward until I somehow like get myself a max C and then power through here. And then I want to go second. No, so the word problem with Death Note though, like Death Note's either an overrated anime or an underrated anime depending on who you talk to. Because for the longest while during like the mid to late 2010s, Death Note was considered an overrated anime, and the reason for that is because it is a very cringe, over the top show that takes itself very seriously. If you really think about it, solid hand over here. This is a solid hand. But like I love Death Note, dude. But like it is oh yeah, Duel Links. Thing is, I still enjoy Duel Links until like I lost my account. If you're over 40 years old and own a computer, can you find the right strategy to defeat your opponents? Sponsored by Game of Thrones himself? Nah. Okay, let me look at my season anime here. Okay. No, because season 2 sucked in Death Note though, and that's a problem. Season 2 just sucked. Have not watched a new Demon Slayer, but it's always good. Konosuba is a 10 out of 10 anime. Y'all can go fight me with that. Mashoka Tensei is really gosh darn good. Y'all can deny that. Have not watched this because I'm not really into that. Kaiju 8. Not really feeling it though. My Hero Academia. Give me your honest thoughts. My Hero Academia. Is it true it gets worse? Like the general consensus from My Hero Academia is that it ever gets worse. Ever watch Digimon? Yeah, I watched a whole lot of Digimon. Sadly, I didn't watch the ones on Disney XD, but I did watch the original series and then the couple seasons after that. My favorite one is when they treat it like an actual like video game. What was why I really enjoyed. The reincarnation things, I'm not. What? No way! Oh, that is so crazy. Okay. I gotta talk about this. I gotta. How is this a 7 out of 7.58? You're gonna tell me that this is a 7.58 show? On what world? Is there reviews for it though? Okay, is it 7.5 because they're doing a break? That's my educated guess. That's the only reason why I can think of as to why it would be taking a break. Yeah, Tamers is my favorite one. But that was my last one because it had my favorite Digimon ever. It was the one. It was like the weird teal bear plushie thingy that turns to a giant robot that duels like missiles. This should not be a 7.6. It's awesome. It's one of those shows that like it's either you're into the concept or not, and I love the concept. Oh man. Yeah, Terriermon's beast, by the way. The regular Magic High School, not really into that. Good show. Misfit Demon Kingdom Part 2, never got into that. Spice and Wolf, never got into it. Boku no Hero, I can't tell if this is actually a good series or not. It's either like a 10 show or it's like a 1 out of 10. By the way, here I still have Yu-Gi-Oh in the background. It's just a matter of like I got like it's my opponent's playing Black Wings. Ever watch Yu Yu Hakusho? Yes. Never watched past the tournament arc though. Because the tournament arc was such a long arc, dude, and it's widely regarded as like the best part of Yu Yu Hakusho, that after the tournament arc, dude, I just like stopped watching afterwards. It was such like I felt like the show ended with them defeating the Toguro brothers. No 9s here. That's crazy. What's wrong with this? I don't know what's wrong with this season here. The Dark Tournament one. The dark tournament one where Yusuke fights like Toguro, and then like Toguro becomes supremely insanely jacked without the sunglasses. But God, my opponent is still playing gosh darn Black Wings here. It's a long turn. What else is going on in this season's anime here? It's weird because I like the season's anime selection. I've been enjoying it though. But for some reason, I've been addicted to Nico Nico Lee. Actually, how much does Long Life have? You know what? Instead of playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Wait, how's my opponent doing? Let's see this. Wait, I'm gonna... Long Life. My favorite arc was the one with Suzaku. Which is that one again? Suzaku, Yu Yu Hakusho. Oh, whoa! You mean like? Oh, you mean the first? So it's like the first season then. You like over the Dark Tournament? Because Dark Tournament to me was peak, but I understand why. This felt okay. This season 1 actually felt like a proper adventure story, and less of a shonen. And like I said, it's a matter of preferences. It's that you like the shonen aspect of Dark Tournaments, or you enjoy like the adventure part of Suzaku section. I think that's how you differentiate them. And my opponent is still going off here. Gosh darn, is a long gosh darn. All right. This will probably be. Yeah, Dark Tournament was a long one. It's a very, very long arc. But that's why I lagged off after Dark Tournaments. Because it was just so long. I feel like that really is a proper end conclusion here. And that like Toguro was like the big bad like boss monster in the end. The Suzaku art had a solid, yeah, like I felt like so the way how I explained it, like the Suzaku art, it felt like a Cartoon Network show, adventure show. That's how I said it. The Suzaku arc felt like an adventure TV show, while Dark Tournament felt like an epic shonen. And it's a lot more simple to get through Suzaku, but for Dark Tournament, you have to be committed to that to actually enjoy it. Like, you gotta not watch any other anime but that for like a week straight in order to enjoy Dark Tournament. It's supremely good, but that's the thing you have to like hyper focus on to actually like it. Okay, guys, start really is this it? Is this it? Oh man. Nah, yeah, probably after this duel here, actually, I'm probably gonna like go out then. Yeah, okay, I'm starving here, and this is probably the easiest duel I have a chance to really. Pretty much, it's an extreme commitment, watch time wise. Yeah, you are exactly 100% right in that. It is a commitment to enjoy that. It's an extreme commitment that is worth it though. It's like Yu-Gi-Oh! Really, where it's like it's a really good game or a really good series to get into, or something really enjoyable to get into, but you have to be hyper focused in for you to enjoy it. Because there are a lot of story beats to happen that if you just like stop watching for a week, you'll probably forget about it. Bruv, this guy is like, he's got 10 more spots left in his extra deck. And he's got 20 cards left. That's crazy. What board is my opponent making here? Is he trying to make a Calamity somehow? Because I'm just going to go to Montage Dragon, attack, and then dip out. No, Yu Yu Hakusho, I watched a handful of times, and then I stopped afterwards. It's just one of those shows that I can't really always get into. Yeah, I'm one of those like weaklings who, yeah, Best anime arc is Saiyan Saga. Which one's Saiyan? Is that the Frieza seg? That's the Namek one, right? Namek arc is GOAT territories, dude. Like there are many people who be like, "What's the greatest like arc ever in shonen?" Someone will say like Namek arc. It's so good, dude. Oh, you mean the that arc? I put Namek arc over it, dude. I think there's a lot of like wasted potential for Raditz. I think there's so much potential there that it gets wasted. I put Namek arc over that, in my honest opinion. Then. You know why? Because Namek arc has like everything going on with it. You got the comedy team. You got the like everybody has a chance to stand out though in Namek arc. Even for like a couple episodes, everyone looks cool. Everyone looks good. And also, I'm saying this as a guy who is a complete fan for the Ginyu Force. I wish I had super polymerization so I can just like wipe the floor with this entire board here. Gosh darn it. Yeah, Raditz just never gets. Yeah, it's like he's the underling of another underling, which is the issue with Raditz. Like he's the third most important guy. When you think about it, he should be the most important dude, right? Because he's the brother of Goku. But like he's a jobber behind another jobber in Nappa. And they don't really dial into that, right? It's like for all we know, like these are the last 3 people of their entire civilization, and then they get just wiped out that easily and quickly. It's crazy to me. Jeez, oh, come on! What? Maxi after your opponent's combo is off. That is hilarious, yo. Hilarious. That is insane. Oh my gosh, darn, man. I don't know what to say after that, but I'm gonna go and send you, and I'm gonna attack here and quit. I wanna make it look like that I did something here. Alright, you got nothing, dude. You got nothing. You got nothing on my big beat stick. Like what do you have to do? Just negate it. Alright. I'm not gonna be at 0 because it's original. Alright. But no, I felt like oh no. Aha. Man, dude. I've been taking a whole lot of L's today. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me for today, actually. I might just play it like Multiverse later today, though. Out of like, just because I want to try out Multiverse and play something else. Alright, but that'd be the end of me, actually. Thank you for coming in if you pushed forward all the way. And yeah, Raditz is a joke character who should be important. But he's not. But yeah. Alright, I'll be dipping out over here. Thank you guys for coming in. I might play something later today, actually. But whatever, it's another time. And Canadian pea suit, yo. Thank you.